check, 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 we're in. So he's like, let's do it. So we tried it, 7, 8 years ago, and it went off pretty well. I was a one-man show at that time, and it was a lot of work. But we raised like $18,000-$19,000 that first year.
On your maiden voyage, that's pretty darn good.
It was exciting, and then since then I've gotten great people like Nicole Hempel, that's jumped on board, and she's my right-hand lady. Her and I are both Midwest ambassadors for the foundation, so her and I are, we do everything together. She does this, she's really strong at this, I do this, and it's worked out very well.
This is a ton of work to put this event together. You walk in right now, like, oh, what a great event here at the R Bar. No, this has taken months and months of intense preparation and getting everything ready. I mean, you go even through the silent auction room in there, and some of those items that are available are just incredible. That just doesn't show up a week prior.
No, it's a lot of getting on the internet and reaching out to famous people and trying to get them to believe in the cause and to donate. And we've had some luck with a lot of them. A lot of the country music stars they're very good at giving back. For some reason, I don't know why that particular type of music does, but they really do. And we got some great country music items. But yeah, it's Nicole and I will probably take a break here, for a couple weeks after this is over. But in all honesty, come September, October, we'll start working and planning for next year.
What are we going to see the rest of the weekend? So tonight, just to set the table, tonight we've got the silent auction of just the items for here, because there's other items for other events throughout the weekend. We've got some live music from some really good bands in here. But then the rest of the weekend, what's on tap?
Okay, yeah. So tonight we got Monica Austin and the Crazy Horseshoes, two different bands. Monica Austin's her band. She was a Midwest New Country Performer of the Year last year out of Muscatine. She's phenomenal. She volunteers her time. She works for tips. She's done this for the third year in a row, and she's been awesome with everything. And then we got this other band coming in from Peoria called the Crazy Horseshoes. We met them. Nicole and Greg went to Dan Henderson, who's another UFC legend that lives in Temecula. At his house, he had a party there, and they played there for that event. So they got to know each other, so they decided to come up here and volunteer their time as well. So we'll have that tonight. We'll have some great auction items. And then tomorrow night, we're going to Tangledwood. That'll start at about 5:30. It's supposed to be a guest bartending event, but obviously Randy can't come, and I would get behind the bar, but that's not going to work. Not too many people are
They can serve beers,
right?
not
too many people are going to go, get a drink from me, that's for sure.
Sure.
So we're going to have that, and we have tons of raffles and auction items going on out there. It's amazing how many baskets we have, and autographed guitar from Taylor Swift, Chris Stapleton, Kane Brown, Zach Brown, Jelly Roll. It just goes on and on. We got so much stuff to give away. It's just great.
It's an interesting point of view because you are good buddies with a very well-known, not only UFC competitor in the wrestling world, but also an actor. Like, he's a famous guy. Like, by all accounts, Randy's a famous guy.
Right.
You and him, you were buddies back when you were just wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
And so that's got to be kind of an interesting perspective from you, because you don't look at him as a celebrity. You look at him as your buddy.
No, not at all. And that's the thing about Randy, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so close to Randy is Randy's Randy. He hasn't changed since the time I met him in 1991. Ups and downs. He's and everybody's like, oh, he's had so many ups. He's had a lot of downs. Not to mention what he's going through right now. But he was an Olympic alternate, 3 different Olympics. That's 12 years of finishing second.
Jeez.
That eats at you. And I only went through 4 years of that. He did 12 years of that. And that eats at you. But he's just one of those competitive guys that he has that challenge, and he keeps striving for it. And that's one of the reasons why this foundation is so successful, is because he's the backbones of it. This is the first time he's missed a foundation event in 17 years.
Yeah, well, that's a bummer. It would have been nice to meet the dude.
He'll be back.
But who knows? Maybe if we don't trip all over our feet here tonight, maybe I'll get asked to come back and do a little song and dance. Real quick before you go, Bam. If you and Randy, we got to wrap this up? Oh, that's fine. Okay, real quick. if you and Randy got together, let's say at your place here in the Quad Cities, and you had no other responsibilities or obligations for an entire day and night, and you guys had carte blanche to do whatever the heck you want to do, what do you think you and Randy would do?
We've done that many times. I don't know if I want to tell you the
Oh,
answer,
okay.
to be honest with you. I go out to this place quite a bit, a couple times a year, and we always have those nights that we sit out by his pool and just talk, about, events, and, we both have been divorced, so we've had heart-to-hearts about that, just sitting out there and talking. Now, when we're together, we're talking like you and I are right now, just as friends, and I don't look at him as like a 6-time UFC world champion. I look at him as one of my best friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talk about that like we talk about things that we would with anybody.
Well, and that's refreshing too, because you, as a famous person or celebrity, you don't want to feel like you have a friend and a fan at the same time. I imagine that would be a weird dynamic.
Right.
And so I'm happy for you guys. You guys seem like you're good pals, and I can't think of a better guy to be representing Randy and overseeing the Midwest chapter here. And
I appreciate that. And if I didn't feel strongly about this foundation, I wouldn't be doing this, We don't make any money off it, obviously. We lose money on it, but it's going for a great cause.
Speaking of which, the money raised, specifically, like, where does it go after this weekend? Like, how does the channels
affect? If you get on xcgif.org, you can go in.
Oh, right here.
Yes.
XCGIF. I got a free T-shirt to prove it.
And you can apply. You can apply for grants and things. We don't like giving out cash, so what they do is like they'll tell their story and they'll say, I'm struggling with this and I can't pay my lease, these next 2 months. So they'll look at these particular people and their request, and then Randy and the foundation will send these people a check or to pay for their lease or for their house mortgage, things such as that, to take care of them, to make sure that they don't have to worry about their bills.
So if you are
focus on yourself and your mental health.
If you're a struggling vet, you can go on to xcgif.org
Yep.
and tell your story.
Yeah, and apply for some grants. Absolutely.
It doesn't get much simpler than that, Bam.
That's why we do this.
So you are one of the big sticks that are stirring the drink here tonight. What do you want to see next? You want me to address the crowd? You want to let this place get even fuller, and maybe I talk to Nicole for a little bit, or how do you want to do that?
No, I'd like definitely talk to my right hand partner Nicole and see what she has to say about the foundation, and the way she got involved in it is a little bit different than me. She started as a sponsor, and then looked at what we did and fell in love with it, and fell in love with Randy and the organization. So, and they jumped on 100%, 110%. Music, I don't know what we're going to do with the music. I don't know if we can do podcasts while the music.
Oh, we're going to do it all. Yeah,
okay,
it'll just be a big old mishmash.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
That's the nice part about all this here. So
and
we're
I'll
kind
send
of
people
enclosed.
over here and everything. Hopefully, this is just music. I've always been told I have a face for radio. So,
I don't know. You're still put together. You don't look like an old raggedy beat up wrestler. You look pretty good.
I'm a retired 57-year-old man. So.
And a retired teacher, right? And coach.
Administrator. I just retired from United Township High School as a athletic director and assistant principal for 33 years.
Still looking vibrant. Must be the magnesium tablets or something, right? Bam, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I look forward to having fun with you. And later on tonight, why don't we get Nicole over here? You can just throw your headphones down there on the seat.
Okay.
We'll get her over here, and I'll chat with these guys. Our friend Bam, everybody, right there. Bam Pustanek. I know I'm going to butcher that again, Bam. I'm so sorry. But Bam is easy. And, guys, don't be fooled. The gentleman I just talked to was like the 80s kid when it came to wrestling. He was a phenom, I believe at UT, at United Township across the river. And it was funny, when I first met Bam, I met him 2 days ago. And I had read all of his achievements and accolades in wrestling and at college at the University of Northern Iowa, and all kinds of like Greco-Roman stuff. I apologize. I don't know all the terminology with wrestling. but extremely accomplished. And it makes sense now that he met Randy through that years ago. But we sat down, we were talking about this event. And I told him, I said, I know just based on the wrestling ecosystem, the community that is around wrestling, I know you are probably the most famous dude here in the Quad Cities when it comes to that. But I told him, I just learned about you an hour ago, so I'm a new fan of BAMS. Come on in here, Nicole. Come on in. We're going to have Nicole Hempel coming on in here. Nicole, go ahead and put these headphones on. Yep. And there's no way to turn my headphones up any louder, right, Chris? As loud as I got, as loud as I got.
Copy.
Oh, hey, Nicole, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Wow.
Thanks for coming.
It's good to see you.
Well, every year is spreading that awareness and making it bigger and better every year. So
there's so much passion behind this particular fundraiser. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill generic, let's get together and shake the hat in front of people. We're directly supporting struggling veterans here through an incredible foundation.
absolutely.
So how does Nicole Hempel get involved in the Extreme Couture GI Foundation?
Well, here's my love story with Extreme Couture GI Foundation. My husband lived in Vegas for about 13, 14 years, huge UFC following. He loved the UFC.
Okay.
I wasn't as quite familiar with it, but moving to the Quad Cities is pretty big here, right? So one year we kind of heard about the ride, and we were getting off a plane. And getting on the plane, we were just coming back from Vegas. He goes, "That was Randy Couture." And I go, "Well, who's that?"
Who might that be?
Right?
Yeah,
and he goes, "Well, he's UFC." And I go, "Well, I had never followed UFC." But then I Googled. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this guy is like Mr. UFC, right?"
Yeah.
And so that following year, it's COVID. Greg had met some friends out, like a networking group, and he met BAM.
Okay.
And he came home and he's like, "Oh my gosh, Nicole, you're this guy." He's like, "I can't wait for you guys to meet, you know?"
Sure.
And so I met him, and we both went to UNI, and he was telling me all about it. He's like, "Hey, I've got this charity event coming up or whatever." And Greg's like, "Remember last year when we saw Randy get on the plane or whatever?" And so he goes, "Would you be interested in sponsoring?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So it was pretty still small, you know. And we went up to a local bar and grill here in town and met Randy and shook hands and participated in the weekend. And I was like, okay, this is outstanding. So I'm like, I want to get involved more. Like, I want to sponsor, I want to help do more. So the following year, tonight's event actually happened at our home. So I hosted the VIP at our house.
Last year, like the first year?
No. So this would have been 5 years ago.
Okay.
4 years ago. So
okay. So you were only a couple years into it at that point. Yeah.
So I had sponsored it. The next year, I'm like, all right, we're not going to sit in this back room at this little restaurant. Like, everyone come to my home, and let's bring Randy there. We flew in a recipient of the $10,000 and had media there and just made it a really special weekend.
Oh, how fun.
And so, I helped that whole year. So this is my 5th year helping with the event. My 4th year, finally, I came on as an ambassador. So that's BAM's level, is basically somebody that works for the charity, nonprofit. I'm not paid. I do it because I love it. But it takes a lot of people to build it, right? And I'm like, you can't do this on your own. And through our company, you know, we sponsor local charities, but we had never been affiliated with a national level charity that we are behind every year. And so I talked to my husband. I said, I want to take this to the whole next level. I want to be the main sponsor of it every year. Every single apparel that every one of our employees wear is at Hempel Pipe and GetPipe.com. It has the charity logo on the sleeve.
Oh, how cool.
So we put that on there. It's on our website. We put it, we promote it all year round, that we give back constantly. And the last few years, we've had so many of our vendors get involved. This year, I think alone, just between our vendors, was about $15,000 we raised.
No kidding.
Just spreading that awareness, saying this is who we're affiliated with and that meaning behind it. So 5 years later, here I am. And we're sitting at our bar, and I think this is our last year possibly here because we can't hold any more people.
Well, yeah, we were all kind of doing the Texas two-step earlier while we were all getting set up. I mean, nobody can see it right quite now, but we'll pan around the room here later on. But it's tight in here. This place is packed, and it's only going to get more packed.
You're exactly right. And everyone here tonight, these are just people that wrote a check saying, you know what? I believe in what you're doing, and I want to get behind you, and I'm going to write a check, and they're sponsoring us. So this night is exclusively for our sponsors because we want to spread that awareness, and we want it to end up being, you know, like a Make-A-Wish gala where you've got all these tables and 1,000 people sitting there, you know. There's probably going to be 100 here tonight. And we have so many sponsors that are all over the U.S. that could not come tonight, but that's what it's about. It's spreading that awareness. And your first question, how did you get involved? And it's, yeah, Randy, this is Randy's charity, but they lost, they had PTSD, and we were able to present that family a $10,000 check. And I'll tell you what, you do that one time,
Oh.
you know, it gets me goosebumped right now and emotional.
Oh yeah, I'm getting all welled up, and I didn't even know. No, but that's a wonderful thing.
And there's so many charities out there for vets, you know, and that's great. We come together, you know, to raise money, but we don't have a CEO, we don't have a corporate office. There's nobody making any money. Everything I do, the hundreds of hours that Bam and I put into this, it's strictly volunteer, but I see the meaning behind it, and it's you, like I said, you pass a check one time to a family and see the difference you're making. And what Randy does on the side for so many people that don't even apply, like maybe they couldn't pay their utility bills or, you know, their mortgage payments for a few months. He just gives so much, and why would you not want to get behind that? So everything we're doing tonight, all that money is going to that.
Can I have a little real talk with you?
I would love. Let's do it.
I think there are so many people that are going through their day-to-day life. They're just doing the grind, they're juggling work and family, they're doing all the things. And I think there's so many days where the average person is just going, what am I even doing here? I'm just spinning my tires, I'm just grinding through things. When you get involved with any kind of organization,
100%.
it doesn't matter what it is. When you get involved and volunteer your time and put some effort into it, and it directly benefits somebody, boy, heart gets a little full, you know, and it's a nice shot in the arm. And I don't think a lot of people realize, if you've never taken part in anything like that, you don't realize how good that makes you feel. But once you do, you're like, I can volunteer a little time.
It's honestly the most rewarding thing ever. And you know, Jessica joined our committee this year, your neighbor.
Yeah.
She sees every year the passion, and with her husband, retired Air Force, you know, and I was part of the Marine Corps. I had that in my previous life. I had military, and I was a spouse of that. And it's life-changing because these are the people that are going out there every day to fight for our country. Like every day, everything we have, right? And sacrifice everything they have. They leave their families. They come home and they're forgotten. They might have been at war. You don't know what they've seen and what they've gone through. Or maybe they were on a medical leave of absence and they couldn't serve. Or they went and they did and they came back and they're different, right? They have PTSD. They're forgotten, you know? And they're the ones that you see on the corners, you know, holding signs out like, I'm a vet, I'm depressed. And our, you know, obviously our mental health, our healthcare system, and that, you know, it's hard. They're on wait lists, right?
Oh yeah.
And so
you don't just walk in and get help.
Right? And so you just think, if I can just give a little bit of my time, even if it's come to one meeting, learn about our organization, say, yeah, I'll come sell T-shirts, I'll come to the ride, I'll come do this, anything. There's so much to get involved with our charity, and with it being at the national level, you know, people can go onto the website every single day and apply for these grants. Because people say, well, here in Iowa, where do I go? We're national. It doesn't matter where you live. You can go and apply for that grant, and we're constantly giving back, you know. And
How wonderful.
It just fills you up, you know.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to chat more. We need to circle back here.
Absolutely.
I think I need to address the crowd here.
There's some cool people here, so
they're giving me we got to address the crowd here.
I could talk about this all day. I'm passionate about it.
I know.
But,
well, we'll circle back.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to be doing this till around 10 o'clock tonight, so I might need a familiar face.
And I think he just said that he's going to be back next year, maybe.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope so. Hey, you know, if you ask, I might. Yeah.
I
So,
love it.
all right,
Thank
Nicole.
you so
thank
much.
you,
Thank
Nicole
you.
Hempel. Everybody,
Thank you.
Hempel Pipe and what else?
Hemppipe.com.
Hemppipe.com. Get yourself some.
I love it.
All
I love
right.
it.
We'll
Thank
talk to you guys soon here. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Nicole. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go.
Hello. Okay. Hey everybody, real quick, can I get your attention up here, please? And we're gonna get this show on the road here for everybody. First of all, welcome to the Extreme Couture GI Foundation Ride for Our Troops right here at the R Bar. We appreciate everybody being here. Give yourselves a round of applause for being on time. Hey, listen, my name's Joe Braymeyer. I'm a local Bettendorf guy. I've got a little podcast. I do a little thing here and there, and I'm just so blessed to be asked to kind of step in and help out here. It's my understanding that typically Randy would kick off this evening like this right now and address everybody, so boy, you guys downgraded. But I'm here. I'm going to sure give it my all. It is so wonderful to get up here and see, fans of, extreme sports and combat sports, veterans, noble businessmen and women here in the room, and all of you guys are making this happen. If you guys wonder what we got going on over here tonight, I'm going to be live streaming on my podcast. If you guys want to follow or watch along, you can scan any of these QR codes that are right here on this little picture frame here. We're going live on my Facebook and my YouTube page. So please feel free to at least share it so we can get the word out there about this amazing organization. I was just talking to Nicole. Up until a couple days ago, I didn't even know this event existed, and I'm so glad I do now, and I'm so blessed to be part of this. And also, with all of these manly men in the room right now, I feel kind of blessed to be in a room that doesn't suffer from low T. It's kind of refreshing. So, speaking of somebody who does not suffer from low T, let's get Bam up here to address the crowd. Give these guys a round of applause. Bam, I'm going to give it to you here.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. This is kind of it's kind of a different evening, to be quite honest with you. Nicole and I got the call a few days ago that Randy had been in a wreck, and that we didn't know the severity of it at the time, and we just prayed for his recovery and that that he would be healthy and everything. We didn't even think about the event at that point. We later found out that he was going to be okay, that there was no life risk, and we're like, okay, well then get your ass on a plane. How hard is it? He was in the hospital, a burn unit. So no, anyways. So it's been a change. It's been a stressful 4 or 5 days for sure, deciding if we were going to continue this event or delay it for a couple months. We talked with his right-hand lady from Vegas, Val, and we all decided that we were going to continue this because even though Randy's and give him our prayers to him, but even though he's struggling right now and he's trying to heal, the foundation is for the foundation. We're here for the wounded veterans, the veterans in need, and that's truly why Randy started this foundation, is to give back. So, we would love for Randy to be here. Anytime I get a chance to spend time with Randy, it's special. But regardless, the foundation is special, and that's why we decided to continue to do it. So, thank you for everything. Sponsors that continue to sponsor, the ones that knew he wasn't going to be here and still wanted to give the foundation for the right purposes. It's a great thing. Randy's sister, Yolanda, who was going to surprise Randy, and ride in from Wyoming. I said Montana. From Wyoming. Yeah. At least I was closer. Yeah, on her Harley. she decided to still come and support the cause. So, thanks to you for coming. I appreciate it. But yes, our big thing was, hey, Randy's not here. Randy will be here. He's going to come in a couple months or whenever he's healed up. He wants to come and say thank you to everybody. But we're still here for the foundation. So let's open those wallets up and let's do the silent auctions, do the raffles. Let's have fun. Let's do this for the right reasons and make some money for our veterans.
Hey everyone, Nicole Hempel, and once again, I'm going to piggyback on what he just said. Tonight cannot happen without you guys, right? People that get their checkbooks out, write the check saying, I believe in what you're doing. And all the raffle baskets, giving that, but writing that check and saying, you know what, I'm just going to give this money because we know where the money's going. And that really just gets us to the next level every single year because of all of you, where you see your names up there. And for all of you that own businesses that gave generous donations towards our raffle items. We have a dear friend here, this friend of Randy's that came in from Germany for 2 years in a row. And that just speaks volume to me. This person would fly here. And in fact, he brought a rare bourbon. I think they only make 150 a year. They're sold out normally within a week. He brought one and donated one tonight. They normally will go even over $1,000 for the bottle. So we just have some really unique things back there, you guys. And this is exclusive for you guys tonight. Just for you people in the room that said, you know what, I believe in what you're doing and I want to get behind you. So we've got some silent auctions back there, some unbelievable raffles. We have a 50-50. Outside, there is an auction going as we speak online that you can go out and scan the barcode and bid on those. We have a package to Gulf Shore, Alabama, Jelly Roll signed guitar, some really cool signed memorabilia from Randy. So we have a lot of really unique things, and having him here this year on the podcast, every year we want to make it bigger and better, right? That's why we're here. We want to grow it. We want to spread that awareness. And having Monica here for the last several years, giving her time, and and she's out, she's doing tours. But she still sees the purpose of this. And I have Levi and Smokey Joe here tonight. They are the Lucky Horseshoes. We met them at Dan Henderson's charity outing last year. They're heavily involved in the charities, and they came over from Peoria, and they're volunteering their time tonight. So that really means a lot. So make sure we definitely tip these guys. And last but not least, I really want to thank R-Bar for shutting it down every year. Derek and Skip, brothers, I love you. And your team, I love you guys. We've been here about every couple weeks for our charity meetings, and they give us the back room, and we love supporting these guys. They're local, and we're doing good things, raising a lot of money. So just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and we just really want to make Randy proud. And like he said, do we cancel it? Do we reschedule it? No, we're here. Want to know why we're here? We're here to raise money for our vets. This is Randy's charity, but Randy wants us to be here. And we want to make it bigger and better. And I ask every single person in this room to maybe tell someone that doesn't know about it. And next year we're going to be at a big venue because there's 500 of us. So cheers to all of us, and we appreciate it. Let's have some fun and raise some money.
One last thing real quick, too, as I'd like to thank our committee as well. We got my daughters, Paige and Peyton, have jumped on board. We got Mitch Harvey, who has done a great job. Jeremy Sirens over here. Monica Danner, she's floating around somewhere. Jessica Ludwig. Anybody that feels the passion that we do, get in touch with us, and we'd be glad to add you to our committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Bam. Thank you, Nicole. Hey, we're going to get Monica Austin started here, get us some tunes rolling. But what do you say we give her an appropriate UFC walk-up introduction? Can you guys get behind us and make some noise for Monica? All right, here we go. I'll do my best for you, Monica, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Quad Cities, please welcome your entertainment for tonight's first half of the evening from Muscatine, Iowa, Monica! Let's go!
I've probably played 7,000 shows in my life, and I've never been introduced like that before. You're coming on the road with us, brother. That was pretty cool.
All right. Man, Chris, can you hear me in your headphones? Boy, I wish you could turn my headphones up. I am so deaf, but that's okay.
I can hear you.
Who are you?
I'm Dana.
Dana?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dana. Joe Brameyer from Joe Brameyer Presents. Yeah.
Brameyer?
Brameyer with a B.
Brameyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Dana Morocco.
all right, Dana
With an
Morocco. What a cool name.
Thanks.
Dana Morocco.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dana
Are-
Morocco.
Are you from the Quad Cities here?
So I live straight across the parking lot. Yeah.
Like, there's a house across the parking lot?
No, there's a condo. There's a salon called Gray & Co.
Okay.
And it's can you see it? If we walked outside, you'd see it.
yeah,
But anyway,
probably.
I live
So you
across
live
the
right here
parking
in town?
lot. I do. I live right
You
here in
can
town.
walk home tonight
Literally.
or crawl home, one of the
Whatever
two.
it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why are you here?
So I'm here because good friends of mine, Chad and Jessica Witter, who Chad Witter is very involved with Get Pipe. He's their COO. Are good friends of mine,
Okay.
and they are a customer of ours, and we're a customer of theirs.
Oh,
so we
wonderful.
do some business with Hempel Pipe and with Get Pipe.
You do some horse trading together.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Great.
And Chad's also my pickleball partner.
Oh, you play pickleball?
Almost every day.
Do you really?
Almost every day.
Where do you play at? Because I want to get involved with that, but I don't know, like, where to even start.
Okay, so Chad and I play pretty regularly right over here by Paul Norton School. It's a park called Kiwanis Park. We also play at Bettendorf Middle School, and we play out in Eldridge and other venues also, but our normal park is Kiwanis.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
How long you been doing that?
Well, I've been playing for about 5 years now.
Are you good?
I mean, I'm
Good
okay.
enough to
I'm
play,
good
yeah.
enough. I mean, you do something a few times a week, and you get decent at it.
Do you ever play, like, you don't go to
Tournaments?
any? Yeah, do you do? Is that a thing?
Well, it is a thing. In fact, Get Pipe is sponsoring a tournament that's benefiting the PV school food drive. And
We got to plug that.
yeah,
We got to plug that.
Yeah,
so anybody
that's
can play
coming
that.
up. We should verify the details. I don't know if this is being recorded now or not.
Oh yeah, we're live
Okay,
right
we're live.
now,
Okay.
and we're recording.
So we should verify the dates of that tournament, but the proceeds benefit the PV school food drive. And
do you have kids at PV?
we don't.
No.
Our kids graduated Bettendorf, but I'm not sure how Hempel or Get Pipe got involved. But they're one of the sponsors this year, and so Chad and I will participate in that.
How fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Is this your first time being part of this? Did you mention that already? You've been doing this for a few years.
Well, no, it's my first time joining this event. Chad reached out and asked us to sponsor the event. Asked our company to sponsor the event. It seems like it's obviously for a great foundation, so we're excited to be part of it.
Yeah.
And so it was a no-brainer. Yeah, we jumped right in and sponsored, and here we are. And it's definitely something that I see us being involved in for years to come.
You going to be able to carve out some time to do the deal over at Tangled Wood tomorrow and
Tomorrow
the ride
and then the
all that?
ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that also. So Tanglewood has another event this weekend that looks interesting, so I figured why not? We'll be over there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anybody can go to that.
Yeah,
right?
that's open to the public.
So
That's
if you're
right.
watching this right now and you want to get involved, show up, maybe throw a few bucks for a good
Well, there's
cause.
some
You
really
can-
great auctions going on.
That's right.
There's some really neat items up for auction this year. Last year, Chad actually won a couple items, and so that was completely unexpected.
How fun.
And it was really fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
so that's incentivized a few of us to make an appearance, and we know that we can win.
I just think it's kind of fun to do a podcast from a live event right
It is.
here.
This
Yeah.
is fun. We got great background music.
Yeah.
and
Monica's
entertainment.
great, and she's got a great sound to her.
And this place is a great place. You know, the
Yeah.
R Bar is a great little venue.
I got to tell you, a few nights were. Oh, let's swing by the R Bar.
It's a great little place. They
It's so
got
nice.
an awesome little patio. The fire pit out back is fun. I mean, it's a nice, chill little place to come. And
Speaking of that, if you're watching, I don't even know what camera I'm on, but if you're watching this, and you've never been to the R Bar in Davenport, you got to come check it out. To Dana's point, out on the patio there, it's like a big fire, like a big fireplace chimney
It's
out
a
there.
fireplace outside.
And it's super nice. So do
Yeah.
yourself a favor, stop by here. If you're a wine person, they got a lot of wine
Huge
here.
selection, obviously. It's a wine bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and tonight we've got some awesome food sponsored by Mission Barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that place is great. Me and the guys will stop in there for
Amazing.
lunch from time. If we're in the area and we're driving by and it's lunchtime, we always stop at Mission.
Yeah.
And it's a great opportunity.
No, the food is
Yeah.
amazing. Mission Barbecue is one of our favorite places.
And at noon, I don't know if you know this, at Mission Barbecue at high noon every day, they cease operations, they play the national anthem.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and everybody stands up and just they play the national anthem, and it's super respectful, and it's like it's the coolest thing. Last time we were there at noon, and we just sat down to eat, and they played the national anthem. We're like, oh, we need to stand up.
No, I didn't know that. I've only been there for dinner, and it's also super easy to pick up and take home. You know, it's very convenient, good food, fast, travels well. But I've never been there for lunch, and I think it's pretty cool that they've got that Hummer parked out front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Those guys got it figured out. And is that a local company?
No, it's a franchise.
Probably owned by somebody local,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
In fact, I thought it was pretty cool. I just got home from Philadelphia today, and I was out in Philadelphia, and I said, "Wow, I didn't know you had a Mission Barbecue." So there's a Mission Barbecue. They're all over.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I just saw it today.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a wonderful person, Dana.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for
And,
having me on.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Give me a follow on a social media platform, will you? Just look up Joe Braemar. You can scan the barcode there on the picture frame and
Okay.
give me a like and follow.
All right, you got it.
Don't be stingy with those likes, Dana.
Thank you.
Dana Morocco?
That's it.
Dana, I wanted to make sure because what a cool name and what a cool person. Now, Dana,
Yeah.
you got to go out and find me somebody from the room. You get to nominate the next person in the hot seat.
I
here.
know just the person.
Okay, you can throw your headphones right there. Go find me the next person.
I know who would love to have a headset.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, go get them for me. All righty. Thank you so much, Dana. Yep. Dana Morocco, everybody. All right, let's do it. Oh, thank you very much. Boy, I don't know if we can get a zoom in on this, but I am nervous. There is a chair here, my guest chair. Look at how cocked to the side this foot is. And when Dana was sitting there and she was rocking back and forth, I put my foot on my dragon-tipped shoe foot underneath of the chair here because I was worried she was going to fall, and I thought, well, at least I'll let her smash the top of my foot and not fall all the way to the floor. I don't even know what you do in a situation like this. I think we need to get like a proper and get me somebody who wants a headset on. I told Dana, just find me somebody, so you nominate somebody for me. But that was Bam. Bam got nominated again, but he already kicked off the show here. So either way, I'm hoping this freaking foot thing holds up for the night here. I'm actually thinking of maybe switching it around because then I can kind of be aware of it, but who knows here. We're going to get this guy coming on in here, Mr. Flower Shirt. All right. Now, put these headphones on here quick. Can you kind of hear me with all the music going on?
I can hear you a little bit.
You can hear me a little bit. That's about as good as she gets. How are you? My name's Joe.
Chad.
Chad, nice to meet you. What's your last name, Chad?
Witter.
Chad Winter?
Witter.
Like the season?
No, without the N.
Oh,
Witter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were just talking to
Witter.
Dana.
Yeah.
Dana's my pickleball partner.
Oh, we were just talking pickleball.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You seem like a guy that's probably pretty good at pickleball.
I like to. I don't know. Yeah, I like to play.
Yeah. You stay pretty active. You go to the gym and work out and stuff too, or just pickleball is your cardio?
Pickleball, a little working out here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see all these 80-year-olds and they move around, and I think it's all the forward and lateral and backwards. I mean, they're keeping all their joints healthy.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're really good. I'm like, I want to move like that when I'm 80.
You know what? You see people these days that are 50 that are moving around like they're 80. You know, some people aren't taking care of themselves, Chad. Not as much as they should.
Yeah. Well,
so do you go to the gym? Like, what gym do you go to? Do you have a membership anywhere?
the YMCA.
Yep.
My kids go there. I don't get there much. I mostly work out at home and play pickleball, and that's about it.
So why are you here?
Well,
what's your tie-in?
My tie-in, well, this is my second year.
Okay.
I'm the CEO of GetPipe.com, which sponsors this event. Nicole and Greg's company.
Oh, okay. So you're the chief operating officer for GetPipe.com.
That's right.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What does this COO do, like on Monday when you go falling into the office? Like, what are you going to do?
I do everything Greg and Nicole don't want to do.
Oh, my man. They probably love you. Yeah. That could be a long list of things they don't want to mess with.
And I recruited a couple of our donors tonight.
Oh, you did? And I would imagine those are people that you guys kind of do business with and you know, crossover with and things like that.
Yeah.
You got some good friends, I'm sure, in the room, too. I'm sure those are probably maybe all part of the same group.
Yeah, I didn't catch your story earlier. What's your tie-in here?
So I am Jessica Ludwig's neighbor. We live in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
And I've known Jessica for quite a few years. And when sadly, when we heard that Randy was unable to come to this event and kind of do his thing and work the crowd, I was out on a golf cart ride with my son, who's 9 years old. And her and Nick were out for a walk, and she's like, I need a hype guy for our event coming up here. Would you be interested? And she told me all about it. I'm like, man, I'd love to play a role in that, whether it be a small role or a big role or anything. So I love doing this kind of stuff. So my background is I own a little company called Treadmill Heroes. We sell exercise equipment. So I'm a fitness equipment sales guy by day, but I also have a podcast over in Wilton where I just talk with anybody and everybody from small towns and around Iowa and anything interesting that they're up to, and building up a little bit of a following. And I also like doing crowd work and stuff. I don't have a problem doing that. So pretty much my whole life, if I'm at an event and they need to announce something, it's always like, oh, we can have Joe do that. He'll do that. So I just kind of fell into this. No kidding. I just found out about this event a couple days ago. I didn't even know it existed. And Jessica's like, could you make it on Thursday to get this done?
So are you related to the Ludwigs?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
My wife and I, we live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
They live down the road and around the corner. And so we've just become friendly just as neighbors.
Well, this is year 2 for me. First year was started here. This was pretty fun. The bands are great. The second band has this amazing guitar. It's like a canoe paddle with connected to a wash drum, and it's a big bass. And these guys are hilarious. It's a lot of fun. Then they do a guest bartender night at Tanglewood, and all these UFC veterans that are local guys show up. And I remember meeting Tim Sylvia, and who had just won like the World Slapfest competition.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because that wasn't too long ago, right?
Right. Well, like, I'm not a small person, but when I shook his hand, it looked like a baby bird hand was inside of his hand.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't even imagine. It'd be like getting slapped with a bag of cement. That's like how big his hand looked.
Oh, that's great.
And then the motorcycle ride on Saturday, my wife and I showed up to the final bar, and there's Harleys lined up, I don't know, 100 yards at both sides of the street. And I'm not a Harley guy. I don't have one or anything, but you could tell everybody on this ride probably has been polishing their Harley for like every night for the last month. These things looked immaculate, like they just were driven out of a museum.
You know, whether you ride or you don't ride, you really have to appreciate the passion and the close-knit aspect to the rider community. And when there's a good cause, and there's a lot of good causes around riding, motorcycles, man, you get some big crowds. And I have to imagine the crowd, like you were saying, the crowd for this event on Saturday is going to be miles long between bars. But by the time the last guy rolls up to the stop, the first guy who got there is probably ready to head out because there's so many people involved. It's really cool.
It is. Yeah, I know they have a bus that follows along for people that don't ride, and maybe a bus or two. I'm not sure how many people are going, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hopefully the weather is perfect.
How long you been working for Hempel's?
Just over a year.
So where did they recruit you from? Because you didn't just fall in the door and say, I'm looking for a job. I would imagine not. Or maybe you did.
Well, I met Greg when his dad had a stroke about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I helped value the company for Greg to buy the business from his father.
Oh, you played an integral role in figuring out, what do I do?
And then I got reconnected again. Greg had a partner, Jim Stewart.
Okay.
Who they were 50-50 partners and built the business up after Greg's dad had a stroke. And Jim's just a little older and had different priorities. And they were, I don't know, sometimes partners have disagreements. I got hired to kind of figure out what each partner's goals were and help mediate or negotiate.
Sometimes you need a mediator, right? Sometimes you need somebody that can, kind of help navigate through maybe some emotions and different things that are just going on.
Right. So, yeah, it was like the goal was to create a fair deal that kept everything amicable between the parties. So they spent a lot of years together, working together. They didn't want to, sometimes these things can go sideways and people get upset. But they just wanted to keep things, they just stay friends and just be, everybody wanted to be fair, and we got a deal done. And I got to know Greg and Nicole and liked the business, and they made me an offer.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, listen, we got to keep rifling people. Who are we going to nominate to come back up here? You know what? Get Greg over here. If anybody can get Greg over here, you can, right? He's here, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, he's
Go
here.
Go barge in, and it's Chad, right?
It's Chad, yeah.
Chad.
I'm going to try and get
Chad
my
Witter.
buddy AJ. He's president of Bush Construction.
In the plaid shirt there?
Yeah, the tall, bald guy.
AJ's his name.
AJ. I'm going to try and get him.
Chad,
all right.
Nice meeting you. Thanks for coming on. I
Yep,
appreciate it.
no problem.
Okay. Chris, I know you can hear me in the headphones here, so I'm gonna piss and moan for just a second because I'm kind of a podcast diva. My headphones are so dim, like I can barely. Do you think the audience at home can hear? If you can hear me perfect. It must be just like. Come on in here, AJ. Just come on in and have a seat here. Now look at that. Look at that leg that's cocked off to the side there. So just favor the back. Don't lean too forward. Here, throw these on here.
How can we hear anything?
We can kind of hear some stuff. You can kind of hear me there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I can hear you.
AJ, right?
Yeah,
And you are the president of Bush Construction?
I am.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Joe Braymeyer. I am the president and founder of Treadmill Heroes Fitness Equipment. So nice to meet you.
So you travel around the world or country doing these events?
No. I'm just a washed up local. I live right here in
Okay.
town. My full-time gig is I sell exercise equipment, and I also do podcasts on the side. And I love doing live events. So if somebody needs like a microphone guy,
Yeah.
I can be the microphone guy.
But you've got a podcast you do
Yes.
so often.
So, you know what? I'll bore you with the details.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about that? So, for years, we tried to promote my company through all the social medias. And it was just like, hey, everybody, come buy your stuff from me, right? What every small business owner does.
That's hard to spin.
It's really hard to do. But I've always enjoyed like conversations with people and the whole podcast format. I go, you know what, guys? If you guys can run the show for me for a while at Treadmill Heroes, I'm going to start a podcast, and I'm just going to get to know everybody from around the Quad Cities and have conversations. And you know what? I think promotionally, it'll be good for all the brands. And so here we are. And so I've just really been enjoying it. And
Joe, you are our local Joe Rogan.
perhaps. I hope so, man. Yeah. And I'm also we do all the maintenance work at the workout room at Bush.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, for over at Ponds.
Oh,
yeah, we're the ones that put the equipment in there. And we
yeah, like every
maintain
4 or
it.
5 years we wear it
Yeah.
out, and you guys come bring all new stuff back in.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to finally meet you.
Yeah. And,
The exercise equipment there is fantastic, by the way.
well,
Like
thank you.
it is like a professional gym style of equipment, and it's top notch.
I heard a figure. You'll be interested in this. I heard a figure that projected for 2026. There's a projected $10 billion going to be invested in corporate wellness throughout the country, because so many companies are like, we got to put in a workout room for our employees to use and have some amenities, because employees have a lot of options these days, and so we've been doing a lot of corporate wellness, which is kind of fun.
I don't know that number, but I totally believe it, because if you can keep your people on site for lunch, feed them lunch, and have them on site for a
Yes.
2 o'clock in the afternoon workout, hey, it's 30 minutes less that they've got to drive to their gym, and they actually build friendships with the people that are working out next to them. I could see that.
Well, and I told my team, I said, listen, let's not go for the whole $10 billion. We'll never get it all. But if we could just get 10% of it, just 10% of market share of corporate wellness.
Seems totally reasonable.
Yeah. So anyway, why are you here? How are you all tied into this?
Everybody in the Quad Cities is connected to Chad Witter.
Oh, is that
That's the
right?
guy you just
Your
interviewed.
COO. No, not your
No.
COO.
Yeah.
Pipe.com. I can't remember.
Getpipe.com.
Yes, getpipe.com.
Hempel Pipe.
Yes.
That's his company. Greg and Nicole run the
Yep.
company. He's their COO. But Chad Witter is the ultimate connector. Like, he connects everybody. I know. I'm born and raised here, but my current friend group is like 80% his friends, because he's just the
isn't
ultimate
that
connector.
something?
Chad's a super good dude.
It's wild because I just found out about this event a few days ago. Everybody has been talking about Greg and Hempel Pipe,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I guess I've never really needed to buy any pipe, but and now I'm getting to learn, like, these guys are connected with everyone around the area.
The people that are in the industry know them very well, and they're good philanthropists too. Like, being a huge supporter of an event like this, they got a lot of good friends and supporters in the community. And Chad's how I got here. He came here last year and said, "Hey, can you be here?" And something came up, I couldn't.
Yeah.
But it's a super fun event. The music and the good cause.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And you're here. Were you here last year?
No, so sadly Randy got injured, so he couldn't come and be on the mic. And I just I was asked by Jessica Ludwig, who's a neighbor of ours. She's like, "Would you mind coming and helping out?" I said, "Well, sure, I'd love to. It's a great cause, and I mean, what else am I going to do on a Thursday night, right?"
So how often do your podcasts?
I try to do about 2 a week.
Okay.
Where we'll go live. I go live on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
And then we cut it all up and try to put reels and clips out. The challenging part is I'm trying to run a business too, and then do this project. And sometimes it's tricky to navigate both, because you want your employees to feel like you're engaged and working on the business and all of that stuff. And this podcast at some point will directly benefit that, but it's going to be a lot of indirect stuff. It is interesting. We do get calls from people that say, "Hey, I watched Joe's podcast and he mentioned you guys sell equipment." So it is kind of fun in that regard, but it's a slow burn. Like, you have to really enjoy the process of building whatever this is, because everybody has a podcast.
Yeah.
And anybody can start one, but it's just a matter of, how do you do it?
Well, I think you're dealing with the CEO's dilemma. The guilt of when you're not sitting behind your desk, everybody's thinking, I should be here doing the thing. And the CEO's job is to not sit behind the desk, but get out there, get to know people, and you will sell more treadmills because you're doing this thing tonight. So
Yeah.
this is exactly what you should be doing, and I think your people understand and appreciate that. I don't know any of them, but I think they understand and appreciate that.
I'm so glad you said that, AJ, because you have captain's guilt. When the captain is not steering the wheel, he's feeling guilty that he's not, but he might be dealing with all kinds of other things.
Yeah.
And it's a hard hump to get over as an owner or a CEO, because you always want to feel like you're getting your hands dirty with everything, and you can't. You get
Good
caught,
for you.
Get caught in the muck.
I think you're doing the right thing. 2 times a week, and the advertising you get out of this or the exposure you get out of this, that's good.
And I love the live events. And hey, if Bush ever has a big event where you want to have a guy live stream from there, you should give me a call.
We should have it something in the workout room to like show off all the equipment you've got. We just got to think of what the right theme would be.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. Like, for example, Mel Foster, they did a big food truck Friday, so they had me come, and I just did this outside at the food truck and stuff like that. So, any fun big company events that you guys have, I'd love to come in and interview the employees and hang out with them.
I got to listen to it now. What's your podcast name?
So, Joe Braymeyer. It's called Joe Braymeyer Presents. On that little picture frame right off to the side there, you can scan the QR code when you get up, and you can just look me up on Facebook. We're live on Facebook right now as well as YouTube.
Okay.
And, just smash that subscribe button, baby. Hey, real quick, do you watch the UFC? Are you a UFC guy?
Did Chad set you up for this?
No, because no. And believe me, there's no wrong answers here.
Yeah.
Do you watch combat sports?
As a matter of fact, we do. So we host anytime there's a UFC fight, like the numbered UFC 317 or 18 this weekend.
Okay.
We host it at a place we've got out of town, and my kids and their friends come there, and we say show up on Saturday at noon, and get the heck out by Sunday at noon, and it is 24 hours of hang out with my kids and their friends and Chad and our friends, and we just have a great time.
Oh, how
and
fun!
And the highlight is that night, the UFC fight. So we huddle around the TVs and watch the UFC fight. But I've been a fan since Hoist Gracie days when you took out that 500-pound huge dude by leg kicks.
I remember that.
And Randy Couture days and Chuck Liddell. Those are the glory days of the UFC when it was creativity wins.
Back when you rented the VHS and watched it. Yeah.
Oh,
that's great. Well,
how about you? Are you a UFC fan?
On again, off again. I was a big Robbie Lawler fan. Because his wife was the matron of honor in our wedding.
Oh, small world.
And so we always kind of hung out over the years prior to us getting married. And I think Rob always liked hanging out with us because I'm such a dum-dum when it comes to the UFC. So we never talked UFC. We always just talked anything but. And I think he kind of felt refreshed with that. And I think a lot of these guys, they don't – I was thinking about this. Because I was like, I don't know if I'll talk to any fighters or anybody like that on this, but I'm like, I'm going to try not to necessarily talk about fighting, because the number one rule when you're in a social setting sometimes is like people don't want to say, well, what do you do for a living? They don't want to talk about
business?
Work. Yeah, how's
That's
business?
the last thing I want to answer.
And so it would be the same thing, I feel, like if a current UFC fighter sat down and I'm like, so tell me about that last fight you had and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a tough conversation to have.
Tell me about your last vacation?
What's that?
Tell me about your last, tell me about your last vacation.
Exactly.
Or what'd you do Thursday night? I heard you were out at Vegas doing something. What was going on?
Yeah.
A whole lot more fun conversation.
You bet. AJ, who the heck are we going to get drug in here next? Do you want to really punish somebody or what? I bet you know everybody in this room, don't you?
Do you know Skip, the bar owner?
I just met Skip, and I would love to talk to him more in a relaxed environment, because it's always been a little bit of a high there. He's been a little, rightfully so, a little amped up, ready to get this thing going here. And
how about Lori Bush? Have you talked to her yet?
I'd love to talk to Lori. Now, how does that tie in with you? And
the company I run is Bush Construction.
Yep.
My boss is Greg Bush. His wife is Lori Bush. I didn't know she was going to be here, but I saw her on the way in.
I think I've met Lori a couple times, and we were just at Tom's house.
Tom Bush?
Yeah, I was at Tom's house last week. he wanted a treadmill moved. And I told the guys, I go, I'll go with. I'll harass Tom quick.
Yeah.
And because I bet we've moved that damn treadmill 6 times for him. And, it's like, it seems like once a month, it's Tom Bush. I need to move a treadmill.
Why does he keep moving it?
I don't know. It's just like from house to condo to upstairs to downstairs to here and there across town. And but hey, we're happy to keep moving it.
Yeah, good. Good for you.
So, Lori,
I was supposed to tell you about beer die, too. Chad said you can ask me about beer die.
What is that?
So this is one of the games we play at the Lake House for the UFC day.
Okay.
And it's where you got 4 players. You got a 4x8 sheet of plywood on legs. So it's about 4 feet off the ground. The line down the middle. And the 2 of us are playing against the 2 of them.
Okay.
And you and I each have a die. We throw it up in the air. It's got to be at least 12 feet in the air. It's got to land on their side of the table. There's a line halfway down. If it lands on the table and bounces off and hits the ground, we get a point. If it bounces off and they catch it, we don't get a point.
Okay.
So it's a game of dexterity. So you've got to be able to throw it up 12 feet and hit their side of the table.
Is there like a string that you throw it
Nah,
over? It's just you just can't give a
gentleman's
little.
rules.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't be wimpy about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and but I mean a die, you don't know how it's going to land, so it's going to bounce all over the place.
Oh yeah.
And so it's a game of dexterity, and can you catch the die that someone else throws? And there's spin moves, but it's a great game. On each corner of the table is a red Solo cup full of beer.
Okay.
And if you land it in the opponent's cup, you drink, and you get 3 points.
And does it have to bounce, or can it just fall in there?
It could bounce into the cup. It could be a slam dunk.
Just like beer pong. Okay.
It could be. Yeah, there's a lot of rules. Like if we miss the table, they can FIFA it. So either a knee or shoulder or a head, bounce it to the other player, and if they catch it, it's a point. But if they FIFA into their own cup, it's 3 points. So it's a super involved game. It's a lot of fun. There's some strategy involved, but this is like the current college day kids beer drinking game, and it's a blast.
I've never heard it. What's it called?
Beer die. D-I-E.
Beer die.
Yeah.
I have to imagine if you guys just recorded that and posted on TikTok, you'd get a bazillion views with that.
Yeah, if you YouTube it, you check it out. There's good players. Chad and I, so we're both 50 plus. We were talking about going up to Ames or Iowa City,
okay,
and like competing in the college beer night tournament because
you've played so much.
We played so much.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? You guys roll in and they think you're a couple lame ducks.
Kick some 22-year-old kids' butts. Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Oh man,
One day, Joe, we're gonna do it.
I love it. You know, I grew up playing, different not board games, but like drinking games and card games and different things with the family. My family's a big card family.
Yeah. What card games?
So our favorite game we play is Contento, which is basically a variant of crap on your neighbor. You don't want to have the lowest card at the end of the round. Yeah. It's a game of trading, and we always play
a little strategy. A lot of luck.
Yeah, aces are bad, kings are great, everything else in between is tough. And it's a game of trading, and then everybody starts with $3 in front of them. And at the end of the round, everybody turns over their card. Whoever has the lowest card has to throw a buck in the middle. Person with money at the end wins the whole pot.
Yeah.
And so that has grown over the years where there's been buy-ins where you can do a $5. You run out of your $3. You can put a $5 bill in front of you, but if you go out, the whole 5 goes into the pot. And we do this where you will allow a 5 to a 10 to a $20 gut shot. But if you're down to like the last 3-4 people, you're going to put the Andrew Jackson in front of you, baby.
Yep.
And you're going to go for the pot. And our record for the record Contento pot, it was like we had 40 people at our house one night.
Wow.
And our 9-year-old son, Winston, raked the pot at $740.
Did he put additional money in, or did he win off his $3?
I think he bought in at some point, but he wasn't all in. I know he didn't have a 20 in front of him. But then he put half away, and then we went to GameStop, and he bought a used PS4 with the other half, and boy, he was happier than hell. It was great.
That's good gambling. So we do once a month Thursday night, we have a poker group. We get together and play, and we play the same game. So after we're all done playing, 10 or 12 of us, we play crap in your neighbor is what we call it. We play that exact same game afterwards, just for like 2 or 3 rounds, just for fun.
Oh.
And it's fantastic. It's a bunch of middle-aged dudes having fun with their buddies. It's a whole lot more storytelling than it is poker. Like, if
Yeah.
you're a serious poker player, you don't want to play with us.
Right.
Because we're a bunch
Yeah.
of knuckleheads. But if you want to be a knucklehead, this is the place to be, and it's a fantastic time. But we play the same game, and it's fun.
I'm going to, at some point tonight, I'm going to share my contact with you, AJ, and put me on that thread. I'll be over. I'll play with you guys.
Poker with us?
Yeah, and don't worry, you don't have to worry about me as a shark swimming in. But I'll come in as a dolphin, and I'll bring a few bucks with me.
It's
It'll
no
be a
limit
fun time.
Texas Hold'em.
Oh, it'll be fun.
But you
Let's
can
do
buy
it.
in until
Yeah.
10 o'clock where we cut it off and no one else can buy it anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
You almost have to do that because I've been at some neighborhood poker games at Ludwig's house, at Nick Ludwig, and yeah, we've had a few people
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning,
looking
like,
through
it's just-
one
it's just
eye,
too long.
but buying back in. You're like, dude, you're done.
Yeah, it's a Thursday night. Everybody's got to work on Friday. So what can we do to tie it up here? So we always said 10 o'clock, buy-ins are done, and then it's cutthroat after that. Because beforehand, everybody's buying in on everything. Another few bucks, and I can buy back in for another 200 chips.
Yeah.
But afterwards, it's real poker after 10 o'clock.
then it's real.
Yeah.
Then it's real. Do you have a Harley? Do you have a motorcycle? You going to do the ride on Saturday?
No.
I don't either.
No.
I'm too much of a puss. I don't have a Harley. Yeah.
I would be the guy that just lays it out on the interstate, and my brain's all over the place.
Yeah.
And I can't do that for my kids.
Yeah, you know, same. You know, I had kind of a vroom vroomer when I was in my 20s, when my wife and I were dating, and then I sold it. And after we had kids, I was like, man, a motorcycle would be fun, but I don't know.
It's too risky.
I do enough dumb stuff as it is.
How old are your kids, Joe?
11. Our daughter's 11, and our son is 9. And
fun ages.
And they're fun. They're great. We just wrapped up a marathon softball and baseball season.
Running marathons?
No, a marathon season of softball and baseball. I don't run a marathon. Can you imagine my dumpy butt running a marathon? Man, I wouldn't be able to do it. But no, softball got over a couple weeks ago, and we just finished up. Proud dad moment. My son's team got runner-up at the state finals in Des Moines.
Congratulations.
One of the fun things that I do with another dad, is I take all of my podcast gear to the game, and there's an app out there now called Game Changer. And so you can stream the game, right? Well, we do a picture-in-picture where you can see us at the bottom of the screen, and we've got headphones and mics, and we do commentary.
You play-by-play?
We do play-by-play for 9U baseball. Yeah, for 9U.
So the parents there can watch your podcast while they're doing Game Changer?
Yeah, so we have parents that are actually in attendance. They pull up Game Changer, just put in their earbuds so they can hear the play-by-play while they're watching the thing.
I love it.
And then we have quite a few parents and family watching home. We actually Game Changer. I have to reach out to them because they randomly plucked us during a live broadcast and made it a feature game, and we had like 3,000 people on the Game Changer app watching our play-by-play. And it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to really bring the heat next year.
Joe, you say they plucked you. I don't know. That's intentional. I think they heard about it and like, we gotta highlight this.
Yeah.
This venue and this podcaster. Good for you.
Well, it was a fun season, and so now I'm getting pressed to do the basketball season, and I'm like, well, we'll see. But at least my gear won't get as dusty at the basketball season.
So is that one of your podcasts? Is it the Game Changer event?
No, so that's just a separate thing I do. So I actually had a podcast studio built out in Wilton in a building that we have, and we had a space there where I'm like, what do we do with this space?
Yeah.
And luckily in a small town, there's always a couple retired carpenters that are real craftsmen. And so I was able to get a hell of a deal on a gentleman who redid the whole room as like he did all stained maple, like tiger maple around the room, and then we did like a green up top. He built the whole thing out. It's like a whole podcast studio. You'll see it on some of the clips, and it's a really cozy, intimate setting, and man, you get going on some conversations with some people, and it's just like, man, we've been ripping for an hour and a half here. What are we even talking about?
Yeah, I get done listening to the Joe Rogan podcast after 3 hours, and I think, was it 3 hours already? What a fast conversation.
Wow.
You got a gift, Joe. You should keep this up. It's good for you, man. Thanks for doing this.
AJ, if nothing else, you've inflated my ego a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate
it's
it.
good seeing you.
And that's my move. I always do that too. That's my move. Because You know, I love it. Hey, bring
Does
somebody
this
in
guy
here.
with a good haircut, does he do all your filming?
So Chris, just by the grace of the good Lord, fell into my life a couple weeks ago, and he came into the podcast studio with another guest. A guest I invited into the show is his buddy.
Yeah.
So he's like, I kind of want to check out what these guys are all about. And he comes in, he's looking around, he goes, you run this whole thing off of like a phone and a mixer board? I'm like, yeah, we're a fitness company. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so
That's where good things start, like organic.
Yeah.
Just start small and do good things. Yeah, good for you.
So when Jessica asked me to do this event, I was like, we can't walk around with a phone in here. So I called Chris, and he's like, yes, I will help you. You do not want to do how you normally do it. So anyways.
Thank you, Joe. Great seeing you. You got me.
Man. All right. Hey, bring me in a guest. Find me some. In fact, bring in Maddie. I want to talk to Matt. No. Oh, I got to go live on the mic. Oh, we got somebody. Okay. Anyway, thank you, AJ. Appreciate it, man. Yep. Well, we're bringing in another guest now. Oh, this is Randy Couture's sister. Yes. Hello. Have a seat. You can go ahead and throw these on here. What is your first name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda?
Yeah.
Yolanda, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
yes.
you.
And you are not Randy Couture's sister. Randy Couture is your brother.
Exactly.
That's
Somebody
right.
finally got it right.
That's right. So, yes. What's it like to have Randy Couture hanging around as your brother?
Oh, he's a good big brother.
Yeah.
He's older than me, so, he's got to be wiser.
Well, maybe. So I heard kind of a touching little story. You came here to surprise Randy, or you were going to come here to surprise Randy. He couldn't make it, but you're like, I'm going to come anyway. Is that right? Did I get the timeline right?
Yes, absolutely. I haven't gotten to see him in a while, and I support the rides. I go to the one in Washington. I've been to the ones in Vegas. He used to have some in Georgia, and I've been to all those. I hadn't been to this one yet, and I was like, I'm just going to go and surprise him. And the surprise was on me.
Where are you from?
Wyoming.
You're from Wyoming. Wonderful.
Yeah. So.
Tell me something about the area that you live in that makes it so special in Wyoming.
Oh, it's beautiful country. It's cowboys, horses, cows.
Are you like in a town or?
I'm in Powell, which is outside of Cody, which is a big town as far as Yellowstone and going to the park.
Okay.
So just outside of that, we have a couple horses, and I rode the motorcycle out here from Wyoming, and I've rode to Georgia, and
You rode your motorcycle all the way from Wyoming?
Yes.
Yolanda, you are a bad chick. I love it. I love it. How long did it take you?
We actually had a rain day yesterday, so we left Monday morning and rolled in this afternoon, like literally just got off the bikes and came straight here. So.
Oh, you got to be whipped.
We had a rain day yesterday.
Yeah.
I went shopping because there was a Harley dealership right next to the hotel, and traded my bike in and bought a new bike.
Did you really? Right here in town?
At Albert Lee.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So that's right that's kind of right on the border, isn't it?
Yep.
How fun. You just went in and said, give me a new horse.
Yeah, I want another one.
Yeah. Now,
No.
you said we. Who's all we in the group?
Well, I knew I was coming out, and I told my sister-in-law if she could get a bigger bike. She rides a little bar hopper around town, and I said, you can't take that on the road with me.
Yeah.
So a couple days before we left, she went and bought herself a road glide, and just got on her bike and followed me out here.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
So how many times have you been to the Quad Cities?
I've not been here before.
Never been.
Nope.
Well, welcome to our fair area here.
Yeah.
The beautiful Quad Cities. Yeah, it's kind of a neat area.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So when you knew, now, how many of these people do you know prior to this? Like, who were you in contact with when you were planning on coming out here?
Bam and Val. Randy's Val.
I'm sure you've known Bam forever, right?
I've known Val and Bam. I've known for a long time, just with Randy, and they're his people.
I don't know much about the family. Is there other siblings? Is there?
I have a little sister.
Okay.
She does not ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
She's kind of the mild one of the bunch. So
What do you do for fun when you're not riding? Do you got any cool hobbies?
I ride horses. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you have horses, right? So you live in town. So do you board them somewhere? I don't know much about the horse world.
We went down to 5 acres, so I have a 5-acre little ranch. Got the horses at home.
Enough for the white fence and the horsies and or at least some barbed wire, right?
Some hot fence.
When you get a horse, do you get a horse from like a horse person, or are you one of those people that are like, I'll adopt that horse and figure it out and get them back up to snuff?
Have 2 horses. Mine is a quarter horse, and he's trained. He's done a lot of different stuff, cows and stuff. And Ron Ostrom specializes in desensitizing police horses and that. And so my horse has gone through all of his schooling. That's the horse I have. And then we literally have a horse that my daughter bought when it was 6 months old.
Oh, really?
And it's now 13 years old. So it's just kind of stayed in the family and just kind of, moved around between the peoples.
Do you need to, on a regular basis, ride your horse? Like, or you know what I mean? Like, so they're not bothered when you go to ride them?
Ideally, you would keep your horse what they call legged up. Ideally, that's what happens.
That's the term if you ride them often. You got them legged
and
up.
They kind of get used to it and that. But, I've gotten a little bit longer in the tooth, so I take my horses back over to Ron, and he does all their, brings them back up, and then I get on.
Did I hear you right then? So your horse is like an old police horse?
Pardon?
Is your horse like a police horse? Or that's just what the guy you got your horse from, that's what he does?
That's what he does. But my horse has been through desensitizing and does teeter-totters and all kinds of different stuff he can do.
Do you travel much? Like, I'm sure you do on your bike, right?
On the bike. I've gone to Costa Rica and stuff like that, but I prefer to be on the bike.
Do you go to Sturgis? Is that a thing?
Went to Sturgis one time.
And you're like, eh.
And it's experience, but there's a lot of stupid that happens in a very small area.
I have to imagine you're going to be like probably leading the charge on your bike on Saturday, aren't you?
I don't know.
If not, somebody dropped the ball there. I can't imagine Yolanda's going to be the caboose, pulling up the rear there. You got to be riding that wheelie, though, on the front of the line. Oh, that's
It'll be
fun.
good to be here and support the troops. I'm a veteran.
Oh,
my
you are?
sister-in-law's a veteran. My fiance is a retired Navy. My dad was Seabees, all military. So this needed to go on. I could have gone and just dropped down and went and saw my brother. He's healing. He's good.
Yeah.
I know he's okay. And I thought, no, this is where I'm supposed to be. So we'll come support the vets and see what we can do to raise some money and take care of some more of our vets.
What branch of the military were you in?
Army.
You were?
Yep.
Yolanda, will you tell me an Army story?
Oh, Lord.
Tell me an Army story.
X-rated or
Yeah,
G-rated?
it's like a triple X-rated show. You can just let her fly.
No, I was a 36 Charlie, so I was a cable dog. I did systems and telephones and that, and I had my own deuce-and-a-half truck, and I used to chalk it so that no one could move it. I didn't like people messing with my stuff.
So you were in charge of a vehicle,
Yeah.
right? And so what you're saying is you would like mark where it was parked so no one would take
I
it?
chalk it. I don't want you messing with it. It's all clean. It's all ready for me to take out and go to the field. Don't mess with my stuff.
Oh, that's great.
So,
That's great. I'm wearing my grandpa's Army ring right now. My grandpa served in the Korean War, and he passed away at 92 years old.
Wow.
And just kicked ass every day, And anyway, I felt it appropriate to wear his ring tonight. I don't get a chance to wear it much, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to wear Grandpa Louie's Army ring out tonight.
that is cool because most of our vets never make it to 90s.
Yeah.
They don't. They die from the chemicals. all the stuff. So the fact that you got family that made it to 90, that's pretty impressive.
I had the fortunate experience to have a couple beers and interview my grandpa about a year before he passed away, about his life. It was great.
Yeah.
It's like a gem that I've got in the archive. And so anyway, we talked about that, and I said, tell me about, the Army, like, what did you even do? It's funny. You have people that are in the military, and then they've got family members who really don't even know what they did, because I think more often than not, family members are like, well, I don't want to ask, that I don't want to, it's like a simple tell me a story is an easy one, or what did you even do in the military? And so I asked my grandpa that. He's like, we got shipped over to, for the Korean War, and I was terrified that they were just going to hand me a weapon and say, go get them. And so he was doing like his interview thing, and they're like, well, what are you even good at? And he's like, well, I grew up on a farm, and I know how to tear a vehicle apart and build it back from scratch. And they're like, oh, you're going to be our Jeep guy. So that they put him in a area where when the Jeeps would get all beat to hell, they'd limp them into my Grandpa Louie. He'd rebuild them and ship them back out. And so, like, he was like one of their mechanics.
Yeah.
And he spent his whole life as a mechanic, and he worked for my dad at my dad's mechanic shop till he was 92.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of neat. It's neat to. I think it's important to tell those stories. I think it's important to, whether you served in the military or not, is appreciate what all that means. So, thank you, Yolanda. Thank you for serving too.
Thank you. Some of the stories are hard for them to tell.
Yeah. I imagine so.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's just it. I mean, I think there's a way just to, hey, let's have some conversation. Let's talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. I'm just interested in general of, you spend a good portion of your life pouring into the, our country and making sure that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, Yolanda? I'm just saying I love you. I love you. I love all the veterans, and I think this is such a great cause.
It's amazing, and being able to help them, because sometimes the help's just not there. It's just not there. So when we can help 1, 2, 3, as many as you can get done to provide a service that they need, not want, they need to be able to come back and function in the world. And people don't get it, and they don't understand how hard that transition is back into this life, And again, it's some of them have some stories that don't ever get told, because they can't be told.
Well, as one brother with sisters to the next, you are important to Randy. I know you are. I don't even need to know the relationship, but I know you are very important to Randy, and certainly you're very important to this foundation, Yolanda. So that was so nice of you to come over here and say hi to me.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
Now, will you do me a favor? Get me somebody teed up over here. Drag somebody over here and tell them they need to come on live with me here. I don't care who it is. I just want to talk to somebody, but sadly, they're not going to outshine you. So I need a close second place is what I need.
I will go see if I can find someone.
Yolanda, thank you so much. And hey, on that picture frame right there is all my socials. Make sure you scan it and give me a follow.
Absolutely.
I would be honored if you would follow me.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty. You can just take the headphones and just set them right there. That's totally fine. Thank you, Yolanda. Well, that was pretty cool. That was Randy Couture's sister. Or I should say, Randy Couture is Yolanda's brother. I believe. Bam, do we have somebody coming in here? Oh, that's great. Oh, we got it.
No, not retired. 4 years veteran.
All right. What's your first name?
Charlie.
Charlie, here. Put those on here. Charlie, you're going to be able to kind of hear me. This is the best we got for audio. Okay. Now, I want to show you that cocked up leg there. It's facing the inside, so just
chill out.
Yeah, I wouldn't lean all the way forward up there.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you'll fall on me, and that'll be a clip that he'll edit, and it'll look pretty weird.
We don't need that.
Charlie, did I hear you are a vet?
A vet, yes.
You in the Marines?
Yes, I was. 4 years.
4 years in the Marines. And let me make sure I got this right. Never an ex-Marine, always a former Marine. Is that
Former
right?
Marine. That is correct.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
All right. I have a few Marines that are close to me and, in and around my circle.
Very nice.
And so, yeah. And by the way, is that an Ariat shirt?
It is.
That's a dope-looking shirt,
Thank
man.
you.
I like that
It was a
shirt.
gift from my wife, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I saw the logo. I'm like, I need to get me one of those,
Yeah.
man. That's great.
Yeah, I would never spend that much on a shirt, but she did, so there we have it.
So why are you here, Charlie?
I'm friends with Bam. I met Bam
okay.
through Patty, his girlfriend. My wife and his girlfriend, Patty, work together.
Wonderful.
Not together. My wife buys steel from Patty.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
we've known Patty for about 10 years, and I met Bam last year when they started dating.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you're kind of new to knowing Bam, and did
Yeah.
you know who he was before that, or probably not? No,
I did not.
I didn't either.
I did not.
I just learned about him like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I read up on him.
I read some Google thing online about him, and I was like, man, he could really do some wrestling.
Dude, he was like the all-American badass
Yeah.
in high school wrestling. Like, for the way I was reading, like his timeline starting in 1985,
Yeah.
he just from the mid to late 80s into the early 90s, just beat the piss out of everybody in wrestling.
He was tough to deal with, especially from what I remember. I think he wrestled in the lower weight classes, so he wasn't a very big kid back in the day.
He's a
but-
scrappy guy.
Yeah, I know. He's one person I wouldn't want to have to tussle with. I don't want to have to get him angry.
So I grew up over in Wilton,
Okay.
and that's a big wrestling community. It's a big wrestling community. And you run into guys that have a long history of wrestling,
Okay.
and they're all hobbling around, and they're all
Right.
beat up. And you look at Bam, you're like, man, dude's doing Pilates and
Yeah.
probably hot yoga. And
Yeah, he keeps himself together.
So what are you up to these days? Like,
Well,
what do you do?
I worked for the Department of Corrections for 26 years after I got out of the Marine Corps. I recently retired in 2022. I spent a couple years doing odds and ends jobs for friends of mine. I got bored and started working at Menards about a month and a half ago.
It's good.
I work out in the yard, sliding lumber and unloading semis and loading semis and all that stuff.
Idle hands are the devil's playground.
Yes,
so that's
sir.
good.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to stay busy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It doesn't necessarily matter what you're doing if at the end of the day you go home and you're like, damn, I took these two things and I accomplished a bunch of things.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It feels good.
I'm a firm believer in that. Exactly.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's wonderful.
I'm only there 4 hours a day, but I feel like those 4 hours I try to do my best to make a difference. I work with a lot of younger gentlemen in their early 20s, mid 20s. I become the grand old man of the yard, as you would say. They ask me for a lot of advice, relationship and otherwise, and some of it I kind of steer away from because
Yeah.
I've just met these kids and I don't want to send them down the wrong path.
Sure. But with your background and probably the way you carry yourself too, it's probably very refreshing and comforting for a young person. Like if I worked at your joint and you're out in the yard doing your thing, and I'm like, and I hear, hey, that guy's a former Marine,
Yeah.
and he's a cool dude.
Right.
I'd probably feel comfortable coming up to you and
Yeah.
being like, hey man, how are you? Yeah.
I found that to be true when I started at the prison as well. I kind of navigated my way to those men that have been there a while. A lot of the former military guys kind of show me the ropes when I got to the Department of Corrections, just to kind of be, I didn't want to go down the wrong path or do the wrong thing, so I looked towards those guys to give me some guidance along the way, so I can understand where they would be coming from now.
Why do you think on a sociological, I don't even know if I said the word right, sociological level, why do you think a lot of former military people tend to gravitate towards corrections, law enforcement?
I think it becomes security. I mean, first and foremost, when you join the military, it's security based. It's all about taking care of each other. keeping a secure environment, not letting things get out of hand, a lot of control. I wouldn't say military personnel are control freaks, but you learn to stay in control of your surroundings. I think going into whether it be corrections, law enforcement, security backgrounds, it's just natural from them. You get to handle weapons. You're trained in weaponry when you're in the military. You get to bring that out in the real world, carry sidearms, whatever it may be. Some people go into canine training, but I think it's all security based.
Yeah.
From that standpoint.
Well, and also I imagine you get so used to the structure, there's an element of comfort within the structure, right?
Yeah.
It's a way to make sure things don't just feel chaotic,
right?
And certainly in corrections, there has to be a lot of structure,
right? Exactly.
For, like I said, for
and
security.
I don't think you could take a person out of the military or the Marine Corps or any other branches that served in the infantry unit and say, okay, now go work behind a desk and be an office person. I just don't think it equates. I don't think it works out that way. I think they have to have a hands-on, fast-paced, structured environment to be in. Buying groceries at a grocery store to put on the shelves, you're not going to be a stocker per se. You have to stay busy. You have to be active in that. You've been trained for 4 years as a specialty, so I think that's where it comes from.
What's your favorite tattoo?
Mine?
Like, will I even be able to see it, or is it buried somewhere on your torso?
It's probably the Bandito.
Oh, that's
kind
pretty
of
badass.
it's a tribute.
Can you get a close-up of this? So what is that thing? Oh, that's like it's like a Mexican skeleton double-barrel guy.
My wife is Mexican, so it's just kind of a tribute to the heritage and to her father. He was a big influence in my life, so it's kind of my tribute to him.
He passed away?
Yes.
Did he see that, or
no,
you
did
got
not.
that afterwards?
I got that after.
Oh, that almost kind of makes it even more special.
Yeah.
Did you have a bunch already on?
Oh
your
yeah,
arms,
I have. My arms are all full.
Dude, I bet that hurt right there too.
Yeah,
I bet that stung like right in the
that and the armpit are awful.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the worst things I've ever had done.
That's
why I haven't finished on this side. You can see how this elbow is not finished. I'm kind of taking my time to reset, to get my mind right, to go back in and have it all done.
Well, yeah, not only that, but tattoos aren't cheap.
No, they're not cheap. That's why I had to take a second job.
Yeah, just for tattoos.
Right.
Some people work just to put their kids in daycare. You work just so you can get ink put on yourself.
Yeah, I have to justify it, if you will.
Do you have a bike?
I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to ride on Saturday.
I am. I rode last year. Actually met Randy for the first time last year. Bam introduced us. Hung out with him at a couple of the stops. Had some great conversation. He was busting my balls about being a Marine. He was in the Army. There's a little joke about Marines eating crayons and being the crayon eaters. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, I think we're probably the best of the best, and he was just jealous. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's the only explanation.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rode last year. It was a great ride. We had a great time. It's for an unbelievable cause. Being a veteran, I'm a big supporter of the 22 a day, the Till Valhalla project, and this is just another cause that I'm willing to be on board with and support wholeheartedly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Nerd out on your bike a little bit for me. What kind of bike do you got?
I got a 2020 Ultra Limited. It's a Harley Davidson. It's my third in my progression. I started on a Road King, went to another Ultra, and then I had gone on to another Ultra Limited. I bought the 2020. It's nothing special. It's comfort for me and my wife. We enjoy being together and spending time on the road, and especially recently, she's had a couple hard days at work, and as soon as she gets home, we go for a ride after work, get a little wind therapy in, and kind of reset. You know, it's good for both of us.
That's a real thing, right? Like, if you don't live in the motorcycle world, you don't really probably understand it. But
right.
I can still remember back 20 years ago when I had a bike, and there's something special about just going out on a 2-lane highway, going through little towns, and just going for a ride. There's nothing else really like it.
Yeah. Whether it's 5 miles or 50, whatever you're putting into it, it's it's what you get out of it is really what it's all about as far as that goes. I mean, what's the reason you're there that day, and how to reset and how to use it to your best of your advantage. I enjoy it. I miss riding to work. My ride to work was 19 or 20 miles one way, so I enjoyed the ride to and the reset home and the relaxation. Now I don't have anywhere to go to work except for Menards, and it's right down the road, so I don't really get too far into my ride. But yeah, it's a real thing. It is. When they speak of wind therapy, it's an actual time away from the real world, if you will.
Well, yeah, because you can't be riding and scrolling.
Right.
It's an activity that forces you to enjoy the activity.
Yeah.
And so many of us right now, we're in the middle of activities that we could enjoy, but we're,
too busy on your phone.
Mouth breathing, looking at our phone.
Yep. I'm guilty of it at times as well.
Yeah. It's a powerful drug, man.
I'm telling you.
What's your platform of choice? Like if you're going to scroll.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I tried to get into the Twitter thing. It's not me. It's too much going on.
Twitter's tough. Same. Like I'll try because I'm like, I need to get a Twitter profile built up for whatever this thing is that I'm doing. And I'm like, man, it just seems so visceral, you know, on there, and just like, Facebook is way more tame.
Yeah.
And TikTok has turned me into a huge conspiracy theorist. That's for sure.
I try to stay away from that as much as I get on it sometimes, but I'm like, man, once you get into that rabbit hole, it could be 2 hours before you know you've been there.
Oh yeah, and then I'm up in the kitchen and I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, it's flat. It's flat.
Right.
like
exactly.
The pyramids are buried under the mud flood. Like we didn't build anything. We found it.
There's so many things.
Oh yeah. I get going on stuff and well, it was funny. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I'll share one with you. We just went up to state baseball for our 9-year-old son.
Okay.
And it was up in Des Moines. And so we're driving through Des Moines, and we go past the Capitol with the big gold building and all the ornate stuff. And I'm like, are we to believe that we built that with horse and buggy and hammer and chisel back in the 1800s? And she goes, don't do it. She's like, we're 10 minutes away from the ball field. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to go through
I don't want to hear it. We built that, plain and simple. And I'm like,
you go into Washington, D.C., it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The buildings and the monuments are massive out there. I never, you see them on TV, you're like, they're cool. When you get to right next, there is no way in God's green earth that we built this the way they say they did.
Hey, can we follow you on Facebook? You got anything you want to plug? You want to plug your page or anything like that?
No, I mean, not really. I don't have anything special going on. I am a member of the Midwest Militia Social Club out of Sterling, Illinois.
What is that?
It's a motorcycle club without the steroids, I guess I would say. We consider ourselves a social club. We're very family oriented. I'm the treasurer. We've been together for about 15 years. We do have a Facebook page if people want to come out and follow that. We do a lot of charity work for around Sterling and the Rock Falls area.
What's the Facebook page called?
Midwest Militia Inc.
Midwest Militia Inc. Check that out.
Yeah.
Give a follow.
Absolutely.
Well, this is going to be a fun night.
Heck yeah.
We still got a lot of night ahead of us.
I'm telling you.
It's still light outside.
Still daylight. Must be noon. Feels like noon.
Thank you for everything you do, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thanks for everything you did. Thanks for everything you're going to do.
Thanks for having me.
And now you got to go find me another guy or gal.
I'll let Bam do that. He does the legwork.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for having me.
You the headphones right there, my friend. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. You got somebody for me, Jessica? Wow, we are just cruising right along here. Oh, and I got this guy. Oh, this will be great. Nick, how are you? Yep. All right. Put these on here. We have limited audio here, but you can hear me, right?
I can,
you hear me okay? Yeah. I haven't seen you forever, other than that night we were out on a walk. Saw you a little bit ago, and now here we are.
Life, man.
At the premier event to be in the Quad Cities. on a Thursday night in July, supporting our veterans.
Yes, sir.
I didn't. So I was talking to Jessica the other night. I didn't realize how involved you were in the military. You were very involved. You did some cool stuff. Break it down for us.
It was.
Here, pull that mic up here. Yeah, just get it close to your mouth.
got me
yeah,
now?
yeah, there you go.
Well, it was all to.
You were in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to serve. Coming out of school, going back to high school, I thought about being a pilot, and then eyes went bad. I decided if I was going to be a pilot, I want to go all the way and be able to fly fighters or something, right?
Sure.
At the time, they didn't allow the eye correction surgeries to fly, high G stuff. So I kind of let that go.
Okay.
Got into college, and 9/11, all that sort of stuff happened that time frame, right? And I really wanted to serve again. And
wait,
and
how old were you when 9/11 happened? In
21.
You were 21.
21, yeah.
So
no, I was 20. 21, yeah.
21. Okay.
Right.
I remember when that happened. I remember my mom called me. I was in my dorm room.
Right.
She's like, "You're not going to join the military, are you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm watching this right now." She goes, "Ah, what are you doing?" Don't. Yeah. So I think a lot of parents had that.
I've been thinking about it for some time, and that kind of like, well, I should serve. And the secondary benefit of paying for school or for grad school, for med school, right? So that's why I joined. And in college, I was an engineer. One of my mentors was in the Navy as a reservist. He tried to get me going to the Navy, and I chose Air Force. But twofold, I went in to serve and then also to pay for school. So,
Sure.
I got into med school first. Air Force took me on based upon that, and then I got, went to school, got trained as an officer, and didn't have a plan to serve the way I did. The Air Force kind of forced me to serve the way I did, right? And the reason why I didn't go in the Navy because they had you become a GMO, like so.
What's a GMO?
A general medical officer. You would be on a ship or be on a base, just serving basic medical services for a base or a ship or whatever that may be, like base level medical training, right? Not any sort of specialized doctor sort of thing. Navy makes everybody do that before they specialize. Air Force didn't. However, my track, they kind of forced me into doing that, and so kind of fortuitously, I got to do things that I never really thought or planned to do.
Sure.
So they made me a flight surgeon for a couple of years. So we were in between San Antonio and Omaha, Nebraska during that time frame. Grew up around here. Went to San Antonio. Omaha was a flight surgeon. I flew with a reconnaissance unit. So they were tasked with radio operations over country.
And where are you at this point in time?
Omaha, Nebraska.
You're in Omaha right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were there for 2 years as a flight surgeon, so I deployed twice during that time frame, both to Couture, Al-Udeid Air Force Base, and served in Iraq and Afghanistan through that. So as a base flight surgeon, but then we would fly missions and medevacs and other things in country and come back.
Sure.
So
let me dumb it down for me. So somebody gets injured on the battlefield or somehow, and they're on your plane and you're tending to them? Sorry, I know that's a real dumb way to ask it. But
There's, like Randy, for instance, like his burn trauma injury.
Okay.
That's a high-level sort of critical care mission, right? So if somebody gets injured like that downrange, it'd be a higher-level care team, which was beyond me. But basically a flying intensive care unit in a C-17 aircraft that would take somebody out of Bagram or Baghdad or somewhere, take them into Germany, and then bring them back to the States, all within 24 to 48 hours. I didn't do that. I did kind of the droopy troopy sort of stuff. We call it,
Okay. Give me an example.
I sprained my wrist sort of
Okay.
thing. I can't serve for a couple weeks. Like I have a sprained wrist now. Bring them back to Al-Udeid, give them some R&R, give them some health care, and then we take them back downrange to go back and fight. That's kind of the missions I did that way. So I wasn't wasn't the high level intensive care stuff that maybe you're thinking about. But I flew them all.
But it all matters. Like, it all has to be like that's great. Like, whether you got some crazy battle injury that you're trying to save somebody or a sprained wrist, like, you still got to have docs take care of.
We did, like, we would get, like, somebody get appendicitis in Afghanistan. They would fly back to us, get a surgery, recover, and then maybe go back to or stabilize and then go home or whatever it is. So we were kind of mid-level care that way. And my main job at that deployed location was to keep pilots flying, keep the air crew flying. They were on a cadence of every 2 or 3 days they were flying a mission. And that's all I did for months on end. Which just every 18 hours they fly a mission, 18 hours off, 18-hour prep for a mission, 18 hours fly.
So when you say keep them flying, does that mean just like keep them healthy, keep them like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure they're all good to go.
But yeah. If you have a cold, you may not be able to fly an F-16 that day because you'll rupture your eardrums because you change altitude 10,000 feet in less than a minute, right? So there's even a simple cold or pneumonia, you can't fly because it's unsafe for you.
See, that I think, Nick, is super interesting because I think the layman like myself who doesn't know all the ins and outs of the military, when you hear military doc, you just immediately think of some scene out of Black Hawk Down or whatever, right?
That happens.
That happens, certainly, yes.
Yeah. And I had a decision point. So I did an internship with the Air Force in San Antonio, and they offered me a job like that. And I had friends that did that where you were assigned special ops unit as a special ops flight surgeon, and you'd be embedded with potentially any sort of special ops team that needed you.
Okay.
But the Air Force is usually pararescue or some on the ground, but friends of mine who end up becoming radiologists like me were humping through Africa carrying M16s, taking care of Delta Force and stuff like that, right?
Wild times.
Or tank operators, and we all ended up being radiologists together. So, yeah, I mean, my 29th birthday, my first operational flight in country was over in northern Afghanistan, and I helped refuel 4 F-18s over in northern Afghanistan that just dropped bombs on this valley. We watched the whole thing. So I flew the boom as a doctor. I flew the boom, refueled the jets.
Well, that's kind of a neat opportunity because you don't as a doc, you don't get an opportunity to do some of that cool stuff.
No. You can't meet another radiologist who's done that in their life.
Yeah. Oh, how neat.
So it's cool.
Was that like an impromptu thing where they're like, hey?
I was on the mission. They were there. They had a pretty heated encounter, and dropped all their bombs but one and rescued this sort of squad getting out of this valley, and a British squad actually getting out of this valley and right on the border. I mean, these valleys are 18,000 foot elevation. The peaks are 26. Anyway. So I did a lot of cool things as a doc that most don't do. Yeah. And then I'm a boring radiologist now.
Yeah, but a good boring radiologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you buying anything tonight? You going to get in and on any of the action on the
I'm
silent
sure Jessica
auction?
will keep me going. Yeah, we bid on some stuff. We sponsored this last couple of years.
Yeah. Jessica puts a lot of work into this,
she does.
and you're involved too, which is great.
Much less than her, but yeah. And anybody watching, encourage you to serve, whatever it is. You want to serve your military, serve your community. Just serve, right? Joe's here serving tonight on his own behest to promote this opportunity for us and other volunteers.
I'm so thankful that Jessica asked me to do this event.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And it's such a great cause. I mean, we can give myself a lot of praise that I'm bending over backwards here, but I'm just hanging out having a conversation with great people.
Well, you got other stuff to do on Thursday nights, just like everybody else,
Probably, yeah. I'd be up to no good. At least now I'm in a controlled environment.
Right.
Speaking of which, We need to get a poker night going in the hood, by the way. We
Yep.
got to get that fired back up. It's been years since we've done that.
Roy owes us one.
Yeah. He needs to come back and try and win some of his money back. Who was I talking? Oh, I was talking to AJ, the prez of Bush Construction. Tall, bald guy. Yeah, he was here. He was a guest. And he was saying he has like a regular poker night.
No kidding?
So I told him, I go, I'm going to share my contact with you, and I'm going to introduce you to. Maybe we can get in on that action.
Yeah.
Maybe you and I can be like that movie Rounders, where we can go in and clean up. What time? Oh, my God, it's 8 o'clock already? We're at the turn.
Okay.
We're at the turn. It's already, we've been going that for 2 hours already, Nick. I have to ask. Like, I don't want to ask what you did to your wrist. Something dumb.
Nothing great.
No.
Golf and yard work and old. It's pretty lame.
Well, you're a decent golfer, and your yard is beautiful, so
Yeah.
I'd say you earned that brace.
When you wake up the next morning, you can't move your wrist and don't know why.
You need to do some yoga, brother. Get out of here. Go get me another person. In fact, I'm gonna get Monica Austin in here at some point here, and I want to talk to Jessica. I need to get her over here and talk to her. And I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Nick Ludwig, I feel like you and I could have chatted for an hour. We'll get you
You're
back.
good, man.
I got to be gentle there on
right.
your wrist.
You're a good, man.
Dr. Nick Ludwig, by the way, if you ever want to stand in front of a scanner, he'll look at the scan, right? Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. I'm sure you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. You don't go anywhere, and then I'm going to bring in Jessica next here. Thank you, Nick. And you know what? Thank you for your service.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Jess, we're at the turn. I'm going to grab a fresh one. I didn't notice your boots. Holy cow. Yeah, they're dragon heads, too.
I know. I noticed those straight away when I got here.
I get those sort of things. I saw a link on Instagram. I sent it to Lynn. Forgot all about it. These showed up for my birthday one year. They're like my favorite things to wear, but I only break them out on special occasions. Oh, yeah.
Lots of content, lots of good combos.
Check. Check. 1, 2.
Yeah.
And they're just like a little amplifier. Plug into that, and plug into that, and it cranks it up.
Okay. Well, then we'll.
Yes. Front dice.
Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. How's everybody doing today? Everybody got a bunch of high-end bourbon in there?
What's that? I'm not sure yet. Oh, okay.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to her?
Okay. If we hit a lull, you come on in. Okay.
I don't know what to say, but I can feel space.
I don't know what else.
Well, congratulations.
Come on in. Well, I'll tell you all about it. Come on in. Throw these on. Okay, can you hear me a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Just a little bit.
A little tiny bit.
Yeah. What's your first name?
Tiffany.
Hello, Tiffany. My name is Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you,
Nice
Joe.
to meet you. Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you here?
Well, I'm here to support the troops for sure. I was here last year, hung out with Randy a little bit, and donated, sponsored from my local business here in the Quad Cities. And
What is your local business, Tiffany?
I work at Local Wellness. I am a chiropractor there.
I was, I think I tried to tag you in the post, I think, when I made a little hype video here. I think. You have a Facebook page, right?
Yes.
What's the Facebook page?
It's Local Wellness. Also, Light Thin is our other one because we have a couple things going on in there. Yeah.
I looked you up. I think I follow you now.
Yeah,
I follow
awesome.
Local Wellness on Facebook. So
Yeah,
you have to
perfect.
follow Joe Brameyer on Facebook now. That's the rule.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long you been at that racket?
How long have I been a chiropractor?
Yeah.
For about 8 years.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Are you a Palmer student?
I'm a Palmer student. I'm a nurse by trade, and I switched over to chiropractic. So a little bit of both worlds.
God, there's more chiropractors in the Quad Cities than there are banks and churches, aren't there?
We're like Walgreens, we're on every corner. You know?
Yeah. So where are you guys located at?
We're at 18th and Middle.
Okay.
Little corner building across from Orient Bank.
I know where that's at. Yeah.
Probably been by it a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your friends and family, do they ever like exploit the fact that you're a chiropractor? Like every time you get together, are they like, hey, I got this thing? Does that happen quite a bit?
Yeah, there might have been a few adjustments on ottomans, couches, things like that in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like working in the trades, right? You never want to tell anybody you're an electrician or a carpenter or a plumber. Same with the chiropractor.
Especially on a plane or anything like that, you don't tell anybody what you do.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because
it'll be three rows up, and they'll be like, "Hey, yo, back here."
because then you're hearing about everyone's ailments for an hour or 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I'm unemployed when I'm on planes.
Yeah, I don't blame you. When was the last time you were on a plane?
I fly pretty often, so probably last month. Went out to Florida.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do down there?
I have a condo out there, so I like to go out and get away for a while.
How has your condo been in regards to hurricane piss pounding? Have you been doing okay?
I bought it in August last year. We got hit with a hurricane 2 weeks later, and then the next 2 weeks.
Isn't that something?
It was like a big welcome to Florida, yeah.
So this brings up a good topic because as a condo owner in Florida, I have I was at a customer of ours months ago, and they mentioned they have a condo in Florida that they're selling.
Okay.
And they started telling me about all the challenges there can be
just to sell?
Just ownership in general of a normal condo in a big building on a beach. You've got a condo space right there. Walk me through, Tiffany, some of the things that the average gimp from Iowa who flies down to Fort Myers Beach and spends a week there and goes, you know what we ought to do? We ought to buy a condo down here. And there's plenty for sale. We ought to look into it. What is it that people don't realize what they're getting into when they do that?
Is that when there is true, I mean, we have disasters here, right? Tornadoes, we flood, all that stuff. I think what they don't realize is that when it gets damaged, you're the one responsible for it, right? So when you're going down there and you're staying, having a good time, whatever, you get to go home. The owner takes care of it, right?
Yeah.
But when it's yours and you're this far away, even because I don't live there, you're worried about it the whole time. You need people to check on it. You need to make sure your insurance is up to date, things like that.
Isn't there like a huge challenge when it comes to insurance as well down there?
So I've only owned since August of last year. I won't renew until August of this year, so I hope not. I have heard that from other residents down there.
God, the people I was talking to, they were talking to me about something about with vehicles and stuff. Like vehicles tend to be a big challenge down there too.
Like the ones that got flooded?
Or the ones that got flooded, or just your own vehicle down there. Like, what do you do with it? Do you have a vehicle that sits down there?
I don't, but I've thought about that because I'm down there. We have like a trolley, takes us to Clearwater and all around, so it's pretty convenient. But we have a parking garage, and I thought about that too. Just have a vehicle sitting down there, but who watches it?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Who runs it every now and then if you're not there for 6-7 months at a time? Yeah.
Well, they say never buy a used vehicle from Florida or anything like that because they all
you never know.
They all get flooded. And
I'm pretty fortunate because my building, I know most everybody in it. They're all kind of family and they look out for each other.
yeah,
So that was one of the reasons why I bought in that building because I knew I wasn't going to be there.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people from Iowa who travel to Florida. It's crazy.
Especially the Fort Myers area.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, but it's hard for me to. My dad lives in Fort Myers as well. I'm in Reddington, but so he's about 4 hours from me, 3 hours from me. And when I go to Fort Myers, I run into Quad City people all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were down there this summer, or I don't know, not this summer, couple months, or late spring. We went down. Well, spring break. We went down with the kids and a couple other families.
Yeah. Busy time.
And I'll be damned if I didn't go to the grocery store right across the street and a guy that I know who runs the Muscatine YMCA,
Right.
he's like, "Hey, Joe," what? I'm like, "Oh, hey."
It's like hanging out in the Quad Cities.
Yeah, it's almost like you can't go to that area of Florida and be surprised if you run into somebody from home.
Well, you can't hide, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'd pick a different part of, maybe the Atlantic side, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You say we. We go down there. Who's we when you travel down to Florida?
When I go to Florida,
Yeah.
usually like my daughter, my friends, family, my brothers will just go down and hang out.
I want to be in that friend circle. Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Tell me
yeah,
about-
my friends will just say, hey, can we go to the condo this weekend? I'm like, Allegiant takes us there Thursday to Sunday. I'm like, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
Then we go back to reality for a while.
I'm going on an Allegiant flight tomorrow. I'm going to go to Vegas for a couple days and celebrate our really good friends. They brought their son out there his 21st birthday, so we're going to go out down there and
Are you?
talk about a baptism by fire for him.
That'll
right?
be awesome.
Yeah.
Very fun.
But I always feel a little iffy on the Allegiant flights. I always feel like I got to get out and help push. You know, get the thing
I mean,
up.
they eventually get off the ground, but yeah.
Oh, man.
I've never had a ton of delays with Allegiant, though. American, yes. I feel like Allegiant's pretty good.
Yeah, the planes were built during the Great War, but they're on time at least, right? Jeez.
If they're late, it's 20 minutes. It's not like, you know, like flying out of O'Hare when you're days late.
I often wonder, like, when you get onto some of those planes, like, it would be interesting to, like, well, I wouldn't want to know, but what year was that plane made? You know, some of those planes you get on, you're like, I think I was on this exact same plane when I was a kid. You know?
This plane's older than me. What's going on?
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
like some of the Allegiant planes still have the ashtray and the handlebars. and
And no smoking lines do not exist.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to buckle seatbelts because there isn't any.
So what do you do for fun, Tiffany, other than Florida? Like up here, when you're not going down to Florida, like what do you buzz around doing?
Well, I do like to boat while I'm here. I like the Mississippi River.
You're a river rat, huh?
Yep, born and raised river rat. Yep, always.
Yeah, I was an Ozarks kid. Every year we'd go down to the Ozarks.
I've never been to the Ozarks.
Man, we had such a great setup. So my grandpa Louie, who I'm wearing his Army ring, he passed away at 92 years old. So
that's
I thought,
beautiful.
I'll wear Grandpa Louie's ring tonight.
Love that.
So anyway, when we were growing up, my Grandpa Louie and Grandma Faye and some of my dad's sisters, they would all go down and stay at a resort at the Lake of the Ozarks. And when I say resort, like 10 matching cabins, and a clubhouse. And
next to each other.
Yep. And Grandpa Louie would pull the boat down, and then they would leave it, and then we would stay at the same resort the following week. My mom and dad, my sisters and I, and we'd be able to bring friends, and then we would pull the boat back.
Okay.
And so it worked out really good. You'd only have to pull the boat one way. And for us, you get there and the boat is there,
Well,
like gassed
you don't
up,
put it
ready
in,
to
you don't
go.
pull it out.
No.
Yeah.
The worst thing we had to do was like scrub the damn thing down, which always sucked.
Well, that's important when you pull it out of the water. You gotta clean it.
You got to scrub it down, and it's not like we're going to wait till we get home to scrub it down,
Oh,
because then
no.
all the film, you'll never get it off of there.
We had to hose down our boat every time too. Every weekend we pull it out. Yep.
So
What kind of boat did you have?
it was like it wasn't a pontoon, it was like a normal kind of boat, but it had like the open bow on it, so you
Okay,
could
so
all
like
sit around.
yeah.
And so it was perfect for tubes and skiing and So I would imagine you're a slalom skier, right?
Yep.
Can you get up on? Can you still get up on one ski?
You know what? I have not skied in probably, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Probably at least 6-7 years. I know.
Oh, it's been at least that for me. I don't know if I could get my big ass up on a ski.
I
would
would
like to
try
think I
really
could.
hard, but like all the same rules. Let the boat pull you out of the water. Like, you can hear your dad in your ear telling you how to do it. I don't know. It's hard. It takes a lot of muscles to get out of there.
How did you learn how to ski?
How did I learn?
Yeah.
So I have a twin brother.
Okay.
And when I think we were about 7, our dad just tossed us in the water, told us we're going to learn how to ski.
Were you allowed to kick a ski, or did you have to learn to get up on one ski?
We learned on 2.
Yeah.
Then we dropped.
Then you dropped.
Yep. And my dad and his brother said that they used to ski in Savannah, and they said they would ski on barefoot. I still have yet to
Savannah, Illinois, on the river up there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I still have yet to see that happen, but they're like, right off the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like an old whale tale to me.
But my mom used to ski on Sundays, like 7 or 8 of the girls together behind one boat. That's what they did back in like the 70s.
Oh, that was like a thing where you
Yeah.
could see how many people. Well,
The pyramid or whatever.
yeah.
Mhm.
There was a show down in St. Louis. It was called the Tommy Bartlett Ski Show or something, and that they would do the pyramids
Yeah,
and all.
it's
But
real.
is that organization still around in the Quad Cities?
There is an organization here. You're right.
What are they called? The Backwoods Gamblers. I believe
Yes.
that's what they're called.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like an actual sport.
Shout out to the Backwoods Gamblers.
Woohoo!
Huh? Boy, that was like a deep B-side
pull
track,
there. Yeah,
Quad City
that was-
track we just pulled out.
Should get some
Oh.
shirts made or something, right?
So when I was learning how to ski, my old man was like, we're not going to circle back. You're not going to kick a ski off. So you're going to learn to get up on one.
Oh.
So we would start out in front of our dock at the Lake of the Ozarks, and my mom would steady us, and my dad would hit the throttle, and if we got up, well, then Mom would swim back to the dock. If
Okay.
we didn't, she'd
Mom was
swim
there.
forward farther out to get you resituated.
That is awesome. Yeah,
And,
get you set back up, right?
Yep,
yeah.
get you all set back up. And now we did cheat a little bit. We had we had a ski rope where at like farther out in front of you where your ski would come up, it had like a little thing where you could stick your ski in the V of it. So when the
Oh.
rope got tight, your ski couldn't deviate from side to side.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, instead of just one regular ski.
Oh, no, you had to like.
Oh yeah, one regular ski rope. Yeah, with,
And then
without
one went
the V.
underneath you. It would come-
Oh yeah. Oh, fun times.
Oh my gosh. We were big tubers too.
Oh yeah.
We would be bleeding before we fell off those tubes. Like there was like no way we were not gonna let go of that tube.
I've pulled my kids on tubes behind the boat, and they get in and they're like, woo, and I'm like, that was like a third of what we did when we were growing up. Like, you want woo? Go back to like 1991 and go to the Lake of the
Go in
Ozarks.
circles.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And you're like your legs are flying off the side.
Yeah.
But you couldn't let go.
Oh no. We would end up, because back then the tubes that you would use, they had that really rough canvas type, so you'd just be burnt
Right,
all
like road
the hell.
burn, yeah.
Oh yeah. Now these kids got all the foo-foo stuff, and
They don't even know what it's like.
it's like lamb-skin
They're all
tube
sitting
coated.
back.
Oh
they
yeah.
They got their phone over here.
Hey, so I'm in the exercise equipment business. I have a company called Treadmill Heroes here locally in town. Do you go to the gym? You got a gym membership?
Yeah, actually, I go to level 2.
Those guys are great.
Yeah,
guys are
yeah,
great.
yeah. I've always been with the Y, and I decided to go with them for a while. They got a nice bunch of equipment at level 2. It's a really good place.
It's a great setup. We
Yeah.
we don't live too far from there. I mean, it's about a 3-minute drive. You know, we're up in that whole area up there. And do you live close up to there then, or?
I live over not too far from here.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
So like over in off of Spruce Hills, Devonshire area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just run right up there to
So
level 2.
it's a little bit of a drive, but
Yeah. Who are you here with?
I am here with myself tonight.
just going stag.
Heck yeah.
I guess I'm kind of going stag too tonight. I mean, I got Chris here, but you know.
Hi, Chris.
Chris is the one making sure the feed is going good and all that.
He's doing good over there.
He's looking
We're
good.
We're going to keep him awake, but he's good.
Hey, Chris, turn the camera on to you quick and then show the – can you – no, Chris says I ain't putting the camera. It's just such a – I mean, can you imagine if I was trying to do all of that and do the podcast? It'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, with all this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know.
I can't even hear what he's
saying. Are you reading his lips?
I'm pretty sure he was saying, Joe, you look so good. Tiffany looks good. You guys are doing good. Keep it up.
He's like, best looking people I've seen all day right here on the couch.
Yeah. So do you haunt the R Bar from time to time? Like, will you come here and hang out?
I swing in here every once in a while. Once a month or so. Yeah.
We have kind of a fun group of friends that will travel around the Quad Cities. And, well, hell, you know what? We got time. You want me to tell you I'll give you a little glimpse into my social circle, if you will. So we're so blessed. We've got a very good, fun group of friends that we kind of hang out with from our neighborhood and just from different parents from town and stuff. And they're all super cool. Well, we got into the habit during COVID where we were just constantly renting a limo. And we would just go out and we would do martini tours around the Quad Cities.
Special.
So, because you got to think, when you got like 4 or 5 couples, if you have 4 or 5 couples pitching in on a limo, it's not much, right? It's like a fun night out.
Right. It's like an Uber.
And then, we pull up to one place and fall in the door and buy a round of cocktails and try a martini, and then we'll go to another place and try a martini. Well, it was the day before my wife's birthday, and all the limos were booked. And I'm feverishly calling places, and no one's got one. Like our favorite place, VIP Limo. I'll plug them. I'll plug Lynn over at VIP Limo. But anyway.
Calling all your numbers?
Yeah. So I was like, what are we going to do? Like, we're all getting together for my wife's birthday. Well, luck had it, on River Drive, some guy had this old 1993 Ford conversion van with like the TV and the VCR and like the blinds that you could pull down.
Oh, no.
And anyway, I went and I talked to him. Him and I did the dance, and I ended up buying the thing for a couple grand.
You bought it?
Yeah, I just bought. Because also I justified it. I'm like, well, hell, couple limo rentals. You can just have the thing bought for anyway, or paid for anyway.
All right, fair enough.
So what I did is my dad's a mechanic, so I took it to my dad's shop, and we took the 2 captain's chairs that face forward, and we were actually able to unbolt them and turn them around and rebolt them down so they face the back.
Nice.
This is the one where it's got the bench that lays down flat and
everything
else.
Old ones.
And we had somebody we found someone that was willing to drive us around.
I was going
to
to say, you could have bought the driver.
Oh, yeah, we found a driver, and she has been with us. Now, this was like 5 years ago, and I bet we've put 10,000 miles on that van around town. And now it's turned into like a thing now where it's like,
party van.
It's like, hey, we taking the van out? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So
what color is it?
It's just a white Ford Econoline conversion. It looks like a family van from the early 90s.
Oh, it's family.
And, we put the big boom box in there.
Oh, my gosh, I love it.
It is the greatest thing. So.
Do you tint the windows yet?
We don't need to. You can pull the blinds down.
Oh, you got the blinds.
You not only do you have blinds, you have blinds and curtains. Like it is
the little tiny ones.
Oh yeah. And this thing. Speaking of ashtrays, it's got the ashtrays in there. And
of
everything.
Course.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So
that is awesome.
The point of the story here is, if there is such a thing,
there's got to be something.
There has been many nights where that van has rolled up to the front door of the R Bar, and you can just imagine the looks we get when that thing, because the exhaust has a hole in it, so it's like blah 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 blah.
So
blah,
it's like
blah,
an
blah,
Uncle
blah,
Buck car.
Oh yeah, like it smokes. The little step when you get out of the van, it like sags down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is a
can't miss
sight
it.
to behold. Yeah, but then there's like 8 8 to 10 of us.
Come roll out of there.
So with the driver, we can fit 11 people in that thing. So you get 5 couples and a driver.
That's perfect.
But if you add a boombox and a cooler to the mix, I mean, you're like a sardine in that thing. But anyway, yeah, there's been many times.
What kind of radio system's in there?
It's an external one. It's like a big Bluetooth boombox that I bring because the old
I
one.
thought maybe there was an 8-track or something up front.
No, you might get lucky and get 97X on that if you bend the antenna just right. But
get a
that's
little
about
something.
it.
Yeah. Put some foil on there or something. Yeah.
Hey, do you ever check out the casinos here in town, or are you not much of a casino dweller?
Yeah, I've been to all of our casinos. Yeah.
I like our casinos.
Casinos are kind of fun. Wouldn't say I'm a frequent flyer, but
Do you remember when Jumers first opened up across the river? Were you around for that? I don't know if you're old enough to know
I don't
that.
remember when it opened up, but I've been to Jumers.
Yeah, well, when it first opened, so my wife and I started gambling in the riverboat casinos when we first started dating, and we dated for 8 years, and we've been married for 15.
Okay, very cool.
So that's a long time of like casino dwelling. So when the casino opened up across the river at Jumers, their grand opening on their big slot bank, I'll never forget this, was a brand new red Dodge Viper they had sitting on there, and like if you hit the jackpot on that bank, you could either win the $120,000 Viper or take $100,000 in cash. And
wow.
So that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
I don't even know why I told you that story, but it was just neat to walk it because you know what?
You would have parked it next to your van.
Oh yeah. I would have got a Dodge Viper trailer to pull behind the van. So
they would have came together as one.
Yeah, it's
yes,
like a camper.
course.
Like when you get to your destination, you hop in the Jeep.
Yeah.
Now we get to
or
this.
you're
hop
out in the
Viper.
river in your big boat, but you need to have your jet ski to go back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to bring it with you.
So break it down for me on a very elementary level. What does Tiffany do to earn money? What's your gig?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur, so I have quite a few of them.
Okay.
So
name one for me.
I own real estate.
Okay.
I'm a landlord, and I own commercial buildings.
Do you do more commercial than you do residential?
I would say about equal.
Are you part of a group?
No.
Just you. Good for you.
Yeah. Yep. So, but then I work within one of my buildings. So, and I've got a couple businesses running inside there. So I have ozone therapy. I have red light therapy. We have massage. We have chiropractic.
What is this building? Where is this building at?
It's the local wellness building. On 18th and Middle.
Of course,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So you own the building.
Yep.
You've got your business in there.
Yep.
And then you have other businesses that are leasing space for you.
Rent, correct.
And then do you have tenants up top?
No, we just rent the main level. We have a full basement. We haven't figured that out yet. We're working on that down there, but right now it's just the upper level. So.
And then you got a few other. I'm sure you got a few other properties in your portfolio.
Yeah,
then.
some rental homes. Yep.
Good. All here in the Quad Cities.
LeClaire and Bettendorf. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Same. We over in Wilton, where my business is based.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple rental houses and a couple commercial properties, and I love investing in a small town, and I grew up in that small town, and I love Wilton. I'm there every day.
Yeah.
And so I just thought I'm here every day. If we're going to invest in any kind of real estate, like I would be so over my skis if I tried to invest in the Quad Cities and stuff. It's just not my strong suit. I'm kind of a small town guy.
Yeah.
And so it's nice.
How does the value hold real estate wise there? You're talking Wilton, Iowa, right?
Wilton, Iowa.
Yeah.
Wilton is super unique in the sense that geographically, you can leave your house and in 30 minutes be in the Quad Cities, or in 30 minutes be in Iowa City.
True.
You'll be on the interstate in about 4 to 5 minutes, either way.
True. Okay.
And Wilton is unique in the sense that the community and the school district is very fortunate that, I don't know how to put it other than to say There's been some very wealthy farmers who have passed away that they've started foundations that every year give to the school or the community. And there's a board that meets and decides where the money goes. And it's a lot of dough
That's
that they
awesome.
pump into
To
Wilton.
keep it, yes.
So the school is phenomenal.
Really?
And the community is phenomenal. The town itself is run very well.
How big is it?
3,000 people. And
Okay.
it's neat because you know where Wilton ends and where Wilton begins, and it's just your good old American Iowa small town that has
Yeah.
cornfields around it.
And good people.
And good people and deep-rooted families in that area.
I like that.
Yeah. So, but I think the small town is a dying breed, Tiffany. You know, it's it's just things change. You know, things
That's true.
change.
Yeah.
And people now you have a lot of people that are in like cities. They want to go to a small town. Like they visit a small town. There's so much charm.
Isn't that people are changing that way, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of looking for it. So do you feel like Wilton's growing?
Growing in the sense of improving. I don't know if it can really like grow, but just from an improvement standpoint, it's pretty nice. So, anyway. Oh, somebody threw something.
Somebody's
at you.
throwing candy at me.
Yeah. It's like it's a parade in here.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's a nugget.
You know what, Tiffany? I'm not looking at my watch, but I wanted to point out something that I feel like you would find interesting. I have talked with you longer than I have talked to anyone tonight.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
And it's effortless.
Effortless. Yeah, it was pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I was just talking at you most of the time.
I
so
thought
thank
you were
for being
very
gracious.
good.
Are you going to follow Joe Brameyer on social media? You
I will
gotta
do
follow
that.
Me. You got to follow me either on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. You got to follow me
Okay.
on one of those. And if you scan the QR code there on that picture frame,
Okay.
you'll find me.
All right.
But listen, don't be a lurker though. Don't be a lurker. You gotta like give me a like every once in a
No
while.
lurking.
No lurking.
Fair enough.
You gotta at least every once in a while give me a like. It's okay. It's
I
okay
know.
to
I'm
give a like.
not afraid to like
Oh, that's great.
when likes are needed.
Well, when I see one of your likes pop up, I'll give you a follow. What is your platform of choice? Where are you scrolling at most of the time?
Jeez, I guess it's probably Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on Instagram too. I'm trying to get more presence on TikTok, but
Well, isn't it wild that as a business owner these days, you cannot simply run a good business. You've got to be like an expert promoter.
and everything.
And it's not like you can just be a good Facebook person. You got to be an Instagram person.
know.
Especially in your world, like in wellness.
well, and I just want to go to work and be a doctor, but I can't. I have to go to work and be everything else.
You got to
Like,
be a carnival barker.
all of it, yeah. So
And
it
it's
is super
exhausting.
important to have good staff, right?
Yeah.
Because that's you can delegate to them, and they do a really good job, and that saves you.
It's so hard these days to promote your brand because anymore people see your business and they're like, oh, I wonder about that. I'm going to check out the Facebook, and if they can't find you, they're just like, oh, I don't even know if they're around. It's like, no, you can look us up, or you can
Right.
just or
they forget about you.
or you can call us. You can just pick up the phone and call us.
I'm like, text me.
Oh. Tiffany, I'm going to stop into your place. And by the way, if I could be a little bit of a shameless whore and promote my brand real quick.
Sure.
If you ever need, like, if you ever have an event at your business and you want a guy to come and podcast and talk with clients and employees, maybe you have like an open house or anything.
Absolutely.
Look me up. Have me come over there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
you
we'll
should,
have- we'll have
you
some
should
fun.
come over anyway. You'd like it. It's fun. We have a little bit of everything in there.
I'll let you snap my neck and cash my check.
There you go.
How about that?
Throw you in the hocket like we threw Randy in there last year.
Yeah. Oh, I would love that. I'll do all the things. In fact, I will take you up on that. I'll take you up on that. And maybe I'll do a few like, hey guys. Maybe I'll do some of that too.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be awesome.
Tiffany, I'm going to let you get back to the party here. Don't let too many of these guys hit on you, right?
Okay.
All right? But they all seem like nice guys. They all seem like
Well,
nice
yeah.
guys.
They're
So,
very, very nice. Nice crowd here tonight.
yeah. Oh, you have been a treat.
It's nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you.
Tiffany.
You
And I
take
can't wait
care.
to stop in and see you.
All right.
My new friend Tiffany, everybody. Tiffany, go find me someone to sit down with me, will you?
All right, thank
okay.
you.
You can just set your headphones right here if
Okay.
that's okay. Okay. Okay, we are in the thick of it here, guys. It is already 8:45. We only have an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. Let's do it. We'll do it. Jessica, come sit down with me. Keep that nice and close, Jessica.
Nice and close.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Even closer.
Even closer.
No, that's perfect. Thank
Okay.
you. If I may.
Yes.
You look very nice tonight.
Thank you.
This is a neat dress. Is this a local piece or is this an Instagram dress?
So the outfit is by Steve Madden. However, I bought it right across the parking lot at Catherine's Boutique.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Catherine.
I know. She's got a store in Iowa City, and she's got another one here.
You know, I am so happy to see this area right outside of the R Bar. Our friends here at the R
Yes,
Bar
our
in
friends
Davenport,
Skip and friends at the R Bar.
off of Utica Ridge. But this area right in here is really growing, or it seems healthy in the sense of some retail shopping.
Yeah, they've got a couple new bars over there and some new restaurants across the street, and it sort of just keeps going in this area.
Yeah.
I like
and,
it.
And our friends over at Red's Threads, they're there so you can get
Yes.
some stuff. And then the Catherine's
Catherine's,
Boutique.
yes, they have very nice stuff over at Catherine's, one of my favorite places.
Look at you.
I know.
Shopping local.
I know.
Supporting local.
Well, I try.
Speaking of shopping local and supporting local, my God, the sponsors that
Yes.
are involved in this event.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you can see it. Chris, are you able to turn the banner over to the banners hanging up right there or not? Yeah, the banners that have the sponsors listed. Do you even know how many there are? I mean, I can't count that many
Well,
sponsors.
and I will tell you, there are a couple more that are not even listed because at some point we had to get those banners printed, and we still had, even as of yesterday, Crow Valley Golf Club called me, come pick up a basket, $750 donation from
Wow.
Crow Valley Golf Lessons, golf shirts, golf bag, and they're not even on anywhere on here. They didn't care, just wanted to do it, wanted to support the veterans. And so there's many more than even listed on there.
Man.
So, yeah.
I feel like I've been talking about you all night. I've been talking about you behind your back.
That's okay.
And
it happens.
Thank you for inviting me to do
You're
this.
welcome.
I've,
Thank you
I've
for
been having
doing.
so much fun. I feel like I haven't been doing a lot of heavy lifting on the loud mic, but I feel like we've been really having some great conversation
Yeah.
with some wonderful people tonight.
Well, because you spoke to some veterans.
Yes.
Yolanda, Randy's sister.
Yeah. Oh, she was a peach.
Isn't she lovely?
She was such a peach.
Did she tell you that they rode for 3 days straight to come out here?
She hopped on a Harley.
Brand new Harley, straight out the store, drove it 3 days and came here.
Crazy.
I
well,
know.
actually, there's an edit to that story. She hopped on her existing horse in Wyoming, her
Okay.
iron horse, got all the way to Albert Lee, Minnesota. Pulled into a Harley dealership and said, "Give me a new one for
Love
the
it.
tail end."
Love
And
it.
so she traded their Wyoming iron horse in for a new one out of Minnesota.
Yeah,
And
Albert
then
Lee, right on
Albert Lee,
I-90.
And then drove it here.
Yep.
How cool is that?
I know,
That's
it's
like
great.
That's like some real badass.
I know, that's some
chick
bad.
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's Randy's sister. What are you going to do?
She's so cool.
So, yeah, and you got to speak to Bam and Nicole, who are the heads of everything here, and we just sort of do their bidding and do as we're told, and that's our job.
How great.
I know, it's great.
I'm so bummed I'm going to not be able to hang the rest of the weekend.
But we can do it again next year.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the ratings do. If the ratings are terrible on this, well, you
Well,
guys might find another talking
Nah,
head.
I don't think so.
But no, I'll tell you, I got to believe we've talked to 8, 9, 10 people
Probably.
already.
Yeah.
And they've all just been tremendous people.
Good. Well, I have awesome friends.
So tell me, in your words, how you think this event is going tonight.
I think it's going really well. I think this is always a really nice event because it's just for our sponsors and major donors. And so we are able to keep it normally kind of small, sort of exclusive, just for the people really invested in the veterans and the community and doing this sort of thing. And the rest of the weekend is great, and it's a lot of fun and a big party and a big ride. But tonight's going really, really great. And so we've got kind of everybody, sort of a nice little sampling of everybody.
I don't know if our viewers could hear what
I don't
that
know.
dude just.
That was.
He just held a note.
I know.
He just held a note.
I know. I was
for
trying
like
to not
a
get distracted. I'm
long
like,
time.
I'm not sure how he has that